Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Senior Night presentation. We begin with our football seniors. Charlie Barker. Charlie is the son of Kyle and Paige Barker. Zach Biagioni. Zach is the son of Peter and Leslie Biagioni. Josh Cady. Josh is the son of Jill and Jim Cady. Charlie Fisher. Charlie is the son of Steve and Kelly Fisher. Charlie Pfizer. Charlie is the son of Chuck and Anita Pfizer. Max Gorman. Max is escorted by his parents, John and Sarah Gorman. Joseph R. Hyman II. Joe is the son of Joseph and Pamela Hyman. Alex Marabi. Alex is escorted by Amir and Lisa Marabi. Bo Miller. Bo is the son of Mimi Miller and Scott Miller. Joseph Osmond. Jojo is the son of Gene and Cindy Osmond. Dale Pino. Dale is the son of Anthony and Roseanne Pino. Mason Schick. Mason is the son of Jennifer Schick and Patrick Schick. Vaughn Seelick. Vaughn is escorted by his parents, Douglas and Jennifer Seelick. Ben Smiley. Ben is the son of Vance and Angela Smiley. Reed Terry. Reed is the son of Walt and Amy Terry. Let's have a big round of applause for all of our football seniors. And now for our senior Spirit Squad members. Macy Allgwire. Macy is the daughter of Jim and Deanna Allgwire. Virginia Caldwell. Virginia is the daughter of Lacey and Jay Caldwell and is also a member of the varsity girls tennis team. Lindsay Davidson. Lindsay is the daughter of Kelly and Tracy Davidson. Lindsay is also a member of the varsity girls tennis team. Ella Fu Davis. Ella is escorted by her mom and bonus dad, Janan and Barry Thomas. Parker Fuller. Parker is the daughter of Dr. Brian and Heather Fuller. Audrey Hampson. Audrey is the daughter of Carson and Kathy Hampson and is also a member of the competitive dance squad and the varsity girls golf team. Hope Henry. Hope is the daughter of Mark and Jenny Henry. Emily Ladner. Emily is escorted by her parents, Chris and Ann Ladner. Alyssa Peterson. Alyssa is the daughter of William and Lori Peterson. Olivia Svoboda. Olivia is the daughter of Paul and Becca Svoboda. Let's have a big round of applause for our senior Spirit Squad members. And now for our competitive dance senior, Kennedy Baker. Kennedy is the daughter of Christopher Baker and Stacy Murray. And now for the Bruin Brigade seniors. Ethan Breivik. Ethan is escorted by parents Ron and Kirsty Breivik. Caroline Chambers. Caroline is the daughter of Brady Chambers and Nancy Harper Chambers and is escorted by her sister Emma Chambers. Caroline is also a member of the varsity girls tennis team. Justin Halpin. Justin is the son of Kevin and Kristen Halpin. Rocky Lowenthal. Rocky is escorted by his parents, Richard and Lynette Lowenthal. Kostov Vikram Sarkar. Kostov is the son of Mangala and Idranil Sarkar. Kostov is also a member of the varsity cross-country team. Ian Su. Ian is the son of Joseph Su and Tung Chin Chiang. Arjan Tamboli. Arjan is the son of Cyrus Tamboli and Fariba Tamboli. Sid Yu. Sid is the son of Pele and Wilma Yu. Let's have a big round of applause for our senior Bruin Brigade members. And now for the cross-country team. Sebastian Atalano. Sebastian is the son of Maricela and Javier Atalano. Robert Bennett. Robert is the son of Alan and Leanne Bennett. Robert is escorted by his sister, Jessica Bennett. Landon Bolera. Landon is the son of Jerry and Tara Bolera. Logan Pittman. Logan is the son of Chris Pittman and Natasha Robinson. Let's hear it for our cross-country team members. And now for our golf member, Miles Upton. Miles is the son of Chris and Karen Upton. Miles and his family are unable to attend tonight. And now our student section leaders, Olivia Phelan. Olivia is the daughter of Dr. Tom and Wendy Phelan. Caleb Rogers. Caleb is the son of Eddie and Jennifer Rogers. And now for our tennis team seniors. Julian Antuaco. Julian is the daughter of Doctors Terrence and Josephine Antuaco. Noah Becker. Noah is the son of Eugene and Marina Becker. Noah and his family aren't unable to attend tonight. Nathaniel Bird. Nathaniel is the son of Chris and Lisa Bird. Nathaniel is also a member of the PA Live crew. Riley Craig. Riley is the daughter of Tim and Shannon Craig and is unable to be here tonight. Will Harrison. Will is the son of David and Melody Harrison, and they are unable to be with us tonight. Kate Hatley. Kate is the daughter of Doctors John and Nyla Hatley. Joyner Love. Joyner is the daughter of Dr. Rob and Casey Love. Jake Rogers. Jake is the son of Byron and Shelley Rogers. Logan Scaife. Logan is the daughter of Eric and Cindy Scaife. They are unable to be here tonight. Sydney Schemper. Sydney is the daughter of Josh and Lori Schemper. And Bella Tan. Bella is the daughter of T.C. Tan and Evelyn Ho. Also, Megan Taylor is the daughter of Brian and Stephanie Taylor, and Megan and her family were unable to attend tonight. Let's have a big round of applause for our tennis team seniors and all of our student athletic seniors. May I have your attention, please? We have some cars blocking the food trucks from leaving. They are a black Jeep with license plate ACP.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this studio where I'm all tangled in cords. So I've still got lots of Chris in my headset, but in the meantime, tonight I'm joined by none other but Jason King. If you've been around Bruin football or college football or NFL football at any point, you're familiar with Jason. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I mean, I have a blast coming up here. I love coming back on my old stomping grounds, and couldn't be a more exciting team to get to watch and, call out, do a little commentary for.
No kidding. Well, it's a perfect night for it, too. You've got the 50th anniversary for Pulaski Academy. It's homecoming and it's senior night, as you've just seen. had a great chance to great opportunity, I should say, to recognize all of our seniors from all of our fall sports. So that was great.
It's great, and it's one of those big nights where, I think the guys probably come out a little bit fired up. I think you probably see those waves happen in this game. You come out, they're going to be riding real high. Maybe you cried giving your mom and dad a hug, something like that.
Right.
So you got to kind of buckle up all of those emotions and figure out how to just come out on the field and keep it even keel and play your game.
Well, of course, and we started the day big at Pulaski Academy as well. Had a I think it's a first, and a cross-campus Halloween parade. It included all divisions of the school. You had the early childhood, the lower school, the middle school, the upper school, everybody. They started the parade this morning up at the lower school, and it snaked its way through the campus all the way down here and then back again. And the kids just loved it. It was so much fun. I was working this morning, but I had a chance to pull up somebody's, I think it was on Facebook. I was watching the feed there,
right.
And it was just fantastic.
It's chaotic. I came out here yesterday to, talk to a couple of the guys and stuff like that during practice, meet a couple of the new coaches and get involved a little bit. And I walked onto campus and I noticed, I'm like, it must be homecoming. I see the costumes and stuff. And I'm like, unless they changed the dress code or something in the last 10 years or so.
Right.
Yeah, so it looked fun, though. Looked like they had a good time around here.
I guarantee it. And it's only going to continue. Like I said, we've got homecoming, so don't miss today's halftime show. We will keep it out on the field. You'll have a chance to see all of that's going on. There's lots of performances, as well as introduction of the homecoming court and the crowning of this year's homecoming queen. And then, of course, after tonight's game, the upper school student body, and I don't remember if anybody else was involved in that, but I know that the upper school students are. They're heading over across the other side of campus for a drive-in style movie. And I think the theme of this year's homecoming is Grease. It's a very 50s kind of theme.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
Because this is the 50th anniversary of Pulaski Academy, so they're really taking it back. So they're going to have like a drive-in style movie over there tonight after the game. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, with it being homecoming here, it kind of reminded me. I had a bunch of my buddies that were talking about coming back for their 10-year reunion, and that was one class above me. But we're getting old.
Right.
I'm getting old.
Dude,
I'm making 10-year
you're sitting here talking about you've been out of high school 9 years, and now you're getting old. Dude, just keep it to yourself, okay?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I remember when you went to school here, and I was already at my probably 10-year reunion then.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway,
That's right.
Well, we've got a great game of football ahead of us. I know that you did a little bit of looking into the Beebe's season. Tell us a little bit about that.
I did. I think they're coming in, what do we say, 3-5 right now?
Right, overall, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they got off to a hot start. They had a couple of hiccups along the season, and kind of they're finding out who they are again as a football team. This is not the BB team that we've seen in the past. In the past, it's line up, run the ball, get small pieces.
Let's go out to the national anthem.
The twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the helm of the brave?
Fantastic job by Alex Holder, senior at Pulaski Academy this year, just doing an incredible job. And she is very active, of course, in the drama department. You see her in nearly every play, and I think we can expect to see her as a director in the upcoming production.
That was great.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So anyway, you were talking about Beebe.
Yeah, so they're starting to find their groove now, and they had a big win last week against Watson Chapel, if I'm not mistaken. Pitched a shutout ball game. What we're seeing is it's not the team of the past. So in the past, we expect BB to line up, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Pretty consistent on defense, nothing too over-aggressive in the blitz game. But I watched a little bit of tape, and what I'm seeing is they're going to go to screens a lot. They're going to try to throw the ball downfield. And then even on defense, you're going to get a lot more aggressive looks. So as long as the Pulaski Academy offensive line can, pick up some blitzes, things like that, I think with the weapons that we have, on the Pulaski Academy offense, they're going to find some holes in the middle of that defense and, of course, on those edges. So, if we had to do some predictions or something, I do think that the PA defense, the defensive front, I think is going to be able to really get after this BB quarterback. And I think when Pulaski Academy is on offense, I'm not sure where BB is going to be able to find that pressure to slow down the Pulaski Academy offense. So it'll be interesting to see if they've added any wrinkles or something like that coming in this game plan. I'm sure they have. But I would kind of expect the Pulaski Academy offense to be able to get the ball over the line of scrimmage and also kind of hit those edges.
Well, I know that you said that the offensive line is going to have to toe the line, but I can tell you that our new offensive line coach this year, Jared Barnhill, has really put them through the paces, and these guys, I think they're up to the task.
Yeah, it was great coming out here, especially yesterday, coming out and, I've known most of this coaching staff for a really long time, getting to meet Coach Barnhill, kind of pick his brain a little bit yesterday and sit down and talk with him. Definitely a guy that you want to have in your program, knows what he's doing, knows what he's talking about. He's seeing things the way that you want to see him as an O-line coach. And I'm excited to watch this Pulaski Academy offensive line in person tonight because it looks to me on tape like they're taking really nice footwork, really nice technique that you really don't find very often at this high school level. So it'll be fun to watch.
Well, and I know folks probably get tired of me talking about wrestling during our football broadcast, but he's already agreeing with me. They're tired of it. But but one of the things to mention about Coach Barnhill is he's now also our head wrestling coach. And so we just had a meeting just a couple of days ago with anyone interested in wrestling, and what was interesting to me was the number of football players that came out. And he said, I've been talking to him and explained that if you want to get better at football, the way to do it, go wrestle.
It's true. That was true whenever I was a student here. Most of the football players would go into wrestling, and even progressing down the line. A lot of the best football players that I ever played against in college or at the NFL level, they wrestled, whether it be NFL guys who wrestled in college, whether it be college guys who wrestled in high school. It is all about, people have got to grasp the fact that this offensive line play, this defensive line play, the tiny details that go into these hand movements, hand placements, it is a battle within a small square inside of each other's chests every single play. And usually, that wrestling leverage and stuff these guys learn, it pays day after day after day. It makes great O-linemen, great D-linemen.
Sure. Well, looks like we are all set. They're down on the field for the coin toss, so let's join them out there. And as we do that, I'm going to turn around and see if we've got – go ahead. There we go. I'm going to see if we have our meteorologist Todd Jacobian from KATV Channel 7 on the line. Todd, what can we expect from tonight's forecast? Let's try that again. Todd, you there? Go ahead.
This is Channel 7 meteorologist Todd Jacobian from the Channel 7 Weather Center. It's a huge night at PA. Homecoming, senior night, 50 years of PA. And we have got a fall forecast for the game. First of all, we're going to have breezy conditions. Winds out of the northwest anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures will be holding steady, starting out in the mid-50s and slowly dropping to maybe 53 degrees by the end of the game. We'll also have clearing skies by the fourth quarter. Back to you, Josh.
Thank you, Todd. Always good to have you with us. All right, so the Bruins have already met out there for the coin toss. I'm going to throw this window open, maybe get this steam out of here. And we're ready. So Beebe won the coin toss, and they elected to We think they elected to receive. That's all right. We will soon find out. Here come the Bruins, led by head coach Anthony Lucas. The Bruins tonight come out wearing their gold helmets with an outline of the Arkansas State on the side that has the Star-Spangled Banner inside the borders. They're wearing navy jerseys with gold pants. It's Vegas gold, by the way.
The classic look, Bruins.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Vegas gold helmets and pants and the navy jersey.
The American flag detail.
Yeah.
Decals.
I like it.
Love it. We look, I always look pregame. I think it's important. You can kind of see the way players are walking around, how coaches are walking around. You really get a feel for the game before. And that's one thing that I really – and BB's done a great job with this, too, in pregame warm-ups tonight. You can always kind of see teams who are really coming into the game prepared and ready to play. And both these guys are looking locked in tonight. So I'm ready for us to, get to this battle. I think it's going to be a good one.
All right. Well, before we do that, let's head down. We had earlier, our sideline reporter, Berkeley Courtney Moore, had a chance to speak with Coach Lucas. Let's hear his comments as we watch Von Seelig kick off tonight's game.
Hey, Coach, what have you done with your players this week to make sure that they're not overlooking BB?
Well, I told them that it's another ball game, and it's another big ball game because we're at home, and I want to keep that winning streak going, as well as I want to send the seniors out the right way. So I said we can't look at BB, look at their win and loss record. We have to come out here week in and week out and perform every Friday night despite another team's record. So we hit that into them one day, Tuesday. We had to get on them because they were kind of loafing. And it was like, no, this is not it. It's not going to happen like this. So we jumped on them a little bit and just reiterated that our long-term goal is winning a state championship.
Yes, and it's a big game for the seniors. It's their last homecoming. How proud are you of these players so far?
I'm so excited for our kids, especially the senior class, because I was their first coach in 7th grade. And, my first ever PA head coaching job was 7th grade, and this crew was in here. And so it's really special to me. And just with everything that's been going on this year, just really special. So I'm very proud of this class. A great group of kids. They've worked extremely hard. And, our long-term goal is to get this crew to War Memorial on December the 3rd.
Yes, and then my last question is, what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Scream. A gold scream. I'm the scream guy.
Interesting.
Better look. Go Bruins.
All right. Thank you, Berkeley Courtney Moore.
Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Berkeley.
So it looks like we're redoing the kickoff here.
Yeah, I saw that they threw the flag. I didn't see what was the hand signal here.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell what happened to that. I'm thinking we got some wind out here tonight. That's one thing to be looking at. I'm thinking the ball could have even potentially rolled off that tee as he was kicking it.
12 men on the field and will re-kick.
They had
12 men on the field.
12 men on the field.
Re-kick.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
So they're going to push them forward and then kick it again. Well, you mentioned the wind, and right now the wind is out of the northwest at 12 miles per hour. It's been pretty sustained at that speed all afternoon, really all day. The wind chill right now is 51 degrees here at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. As Christina says, we've skipped fall. Here's Von Seelig again. He has the ball teed up.
This is football weather.
Yeah, exactly. There it is. More of a squib kick than the traditional onside kick. We did see our first Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick, but since they had to do it again, we ended up at a Central Arkansas Mahindra squib kick.
Yeah, and that's a great squib kick right there. BB, he catches the ball, he takes a knee with it, and what it looks like we're right around the 10, 12, 13.
Crack that a little bit, maybe some of that will evaporate off the window. 11:55, just getting this one started. Beebe's quarterback is in the shotgun. His pass is out there. It's complete to Jaden Smith. And he is stopped after about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and as we talked about, like we said, Beebe's not just going to line up and run the ball. They are going to be, they've got a quarterback they're confident in. They are going to be throwing it. They took a short pass right there, gain of 5 yards. They got some good skill players.
He was stopped by Mason Schick along with Ben Smiley. And here is Grant Zach, quarterback for Beebe once again in the shotgun. He has running back. Looks like he's going to keep this one himself. Looked like a little play action there at first, and he made his way right back to the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard on that one.
Yep, stopped by Mason Schick again. That's one of those guys up front that I think could have a big night tonight. I think we got some favorable matchups on the line of scrimmage tonight.
But you know that the Bruins on the defensive side, they want that ball bad, especially looking at Josh Cady. He's still in one of those top spots, leading the state in interceptions. And here's a flag. Here's a PI roofing penalty flag. I don't think the referee realized that he has a microphone on.
So we got an offsides on the Bruins, so it looks like we're moving the chains. So we got a first down BB here. This will be interesting, early in the game, seeing what they like to go to on 1st and 10, seeing what their kind of go-to plays are to get moving.
That one was caught by Logan Stevens. I'm not sure he made any forward progress. Let's see.
No, it didn't look like it, but again, we're seeing them try to get out wide, and that's one thing we are going to see a lot of tonight from Beebe. They are trying to hit these wide receiver screens, so I would say that's probably a testament to how good the Bruin defense is in the middle, but also something Beebe really likes to go to is getting that ball out on the edge and trying to kind of using their speed a little bit on the outside.
He was forced out of bounds quickly by Hunt Harrison along with Jet Smith. Here is 2nd down. There's the snap. Again, a quarterback keep, and he is going to be sacked quickly. That's a quick wrap-up by Romello Bell.
And that's a great play. That is a great play. That's what it looks like when, you have a D lineman who comes off fast, comes off hard, and it looks like all of our guys are. He made a great play himself, but if you look at the entire line of scrimmage right now, it's kind of going back one way.
Right.
So this is where I'd say, again, we're going to start seeing some screens, some play action passes to try to avoid that if you're BB.
Here's an interesting formation. They have 4 receivers, both stacked, all on the right side. There's the snap, a quarterback keep, and he's going to dive into what looks like the original line of scrimmage. So he picked up, let's see, those 2 that they had lost plus another 2. So that is 4th down, 8 yards to go for the Badgers.
Classic 3rd and long, 3rd and medium quarterback draw play from BB. I like the call, but it looks like the Bruin defense kind of had it sniffed out. They're prepared for it.
Looks like they're going for it. I've said it over and over and over again. It's shocking how many times a team who doesn't traditionally play 4th down tries to do it against Pulaski Academy.
It is. Be interesting to see what their 4th down call is. I'd look for a dummy call here.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't jump off sides.
Here's Grant in the shotgun. Receiver on the left, 3 receivers on the right, a man in motion. Now a flag comes in. That's a delay of game penalty. That's our 2nd PI roofing penalty flag of tonight's game.
So typically on a fourth down like that, you're going to see a lot of quarterbacks who are trying to get the defense to jump off sides. You'll see shifts, you'll see motions, you'll see things like that to try to get that defender to jump off sides, make that 4th down a little shorter, or convert due to a penalty.
Zach Grant looking to the sidelines for the play. He has 2 receivers wide on the right side. Trying to find his 3rd man. You've got 1 receiver on the left, 1 man in the tailback position. He might have, it looks like there's another receiver up close to the line.
Now this will be an interesting play call right here. I don't know what you call here.
Oh, no, and then Beebe, false start there. Just shooting themselves in the foot this early in the game. That's got to hurt.
False start, BB. Remain 4th down.
3rd.
Yeah, you got to think maybe that was one of those calls where they tried to go on 2 and maybe they had one guy forget about it.
Yeah.
Pulaski Academy was prepared. Looks
now
like
they send out the special team.
just slips your mind as an O-lineman. Can't do that, but we've all done it before.
Right. The nerves are out there.
Oh, tough feeling right there.
You've got number 14, that's Jafet Rodriguez, out to punt for the Badgers. We can expect the Bruins to run off, assuming that he does punt it. And here is another flag, another PI roofing penalty flag, another false start by the Badgers.
Dead ball foul.
That is,
Beebe
I'm going to
with
have
a
to start
snap
keeping
infraction.
track. That's now 4
Remain fourth
penalties
down.
against Beebe.
And I'm not sure what this Bruin, what our punt return team looks like here. I know typically you'll see the Bruins run off the field, but you got to think maybe getting after the punter when he's backed up, this far. And we'll play it safe here.
He's going to kick it. It goes fairly high, but not very long. It takes a bounce at about the 37-yard line and is touched at the 44-yard line in Beebe territory. So that's where the Bruins will start their first offensive drive of tonight's game.
So we've got our Bruin offense coming out for the first time tonight. We kind of know what to expect with our guys, and that is expect the unexpected at all times. You really can't put your finger on it, but here we go. This is exactly what we're talking about here.
Look at this weird formation.
Some funny numbers all over the place.
Looks like I can't even tell you who's where, but I can tell you there's a handoff to Biagioni. Another handoff goes to Charlie Barker. He hands it off over to Charlie Pfizer, and then finally a forward pass to Joe Hyman, and he's forced out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Let's see what the PI roofing penalty flag is for.
I've got to admit, I have no idea how many times that ball was just pitched or thrown.
I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4. Yeah. Christina's over there. She's like, I got it. It's 4.
Against the Bruins, number 61. Remain first down.
Love that. Love the play call. Love the play.
Adam Thrash, our offensive coordinator, is very creative. Look at this, another big shift for the Bruins. They started stacked on both sides. Now they have 2 receivers on the right, 3 wide on the left with an empty set. There's the snap. Pass goes to the left side. It's complete to Joe Hyman. He's across the 50 to the 45, and that's where he is run out of bounds by Dagan West.
And we know what we're going to get from Joe Hyman at this point. Just an electric player out here for the Bruins. Getting lined up quickly.
Yep. Now he has 1 receiver on the left, 3 on the right, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. He rolls out to the right side. Pass goes downfield, and it's complete to Charlie Barker. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Wait it. Hold on. There's a flag on the play.
I think we might be looking at a personal foul. Want to go back quickly to the play before.
Yeah.
I have got to give a shout out to number 5, McKinney, Jalen McKinney.
Yeah.
I mean, the block that I just saw him lay on the edge for Joe Hyman to grab those couple yards right there, just an electric block on the outside over there. That was fantastic. So as a blocking guy, you're going to hear me call some of those out because they deserve it. That was awesome. Just kind of threw a guy out of the club, as I like to call it.
Yeah, there you go. Threw him out of the club. I love that.
Throw him out of the club.
Illegal lineman downfield by PA. Repeat the down.
Interesting. So that's coming back. No touchdown. So after the penalty is assessed, they've placed the ball at the Bruins 49-yard line. It's 2nd down, 17 yards to go. Twins stacked on both sides. Hyman in the backfield. There's the snap to Pfizer. Quick pitch.
Oh,
that is Jalen McKinney with the carry, and he is stopped quickly by Travis Free at the 50-yard line.
Weren't able to pick up much with that play, but again, Alan Thompson, beast of a player as we know, great up front, huge block coming out there. So we're going to spring some of these here coming up.
3 receivers on the left, 2 on the right with an empty set. Pfizer in the backfield in the shotgun. There's the snap. Looking to the left side, back to the right. Now he goes straight ahead, and it's complete to John Mark Charette. He is stopped right after the catch at the 25-yard line. What a play.
That's a great play. Great ball by the quarterback. Great catch by the receiver.
Tell you, with a jump like that, he better be careful. Trent Morgan's going to try to recruit him for the basketball team.
He's a beast.
There's the snap, looking to the right side, still looking, lots of time. He's got a little bit of pressure. Now he passes it, and it is caught. There is a PI roofing penalty flag. That pass was complete to Charlie Barker, but let's see what the penalty's for.
Hold against the Bruins, number 61. Repeat the same down.
Well, Coach Lucas is not happy with that call. He doesn't agree with that.
And here 61's going to come out for a couple plays, but we got to talk about his jersey situation.
Yeah.
I'm personally a huge fan.
I love
you
like
it.
the crop top wop?
Look,
yeah.
Give me the crop top all day.
Right.
I was definitely one of the crop top guys. I respect it.
The very first time I saw that on a Bruin football field, it was Wesley Coleman.
I love. That is the best to do it.
And he's still rocking it up there in Searcy.
That's
at
right.
Harding University. Excuse me.
Right.
Almost said Harding Academy. That's wrong school. There you go. There's the snap. Little play action there. Got some time.
Great blocks.
There's the pass, and it's complete to Jalen McKinney. He makes it inside the 20, stopped at the 10-yard line. He's stopped this time by number 11. That's Brooks Nail. That puts the Bruins in the Caldwell Toyota red zone with a Holloman and Associates first down.
Jalen McKinney's getting open tonight.
He sure is. 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left with an empty set. There's the snap behind the back to Joe Hyman, and he bounces off a couple of defenders into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Yeah, that is where else do you go and watch a quarterback throw the ball behind his back? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I know that's a Bruin-type play. And then you've got Joe Hyman doing what he does.
Right,
If
he makes it look easy.
With any open field, he's going to find a way to score.
He was bouncing off of him like he was in a pinball game.
I love it. He is a beast of a player. 2-point conversion coming up.
Hyman looks like he was set to receive the snap directly. But now Charlie Barker's back there with him. Let's see. No, Barker receives the snap. Hand off to Hyman. Quick pitch to Pfizer, and then Pfizer passes it into the end zone to Charlie Barker. The 2-point conversion is good. Bruins now lead this one 8-0 with 6 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first quarter.
And I said we were going to be shouting guys out for big blocks up here tonight. 65, where's my sheet? Oh, again, yes, okay. He's doing what he does on tape. And he's throwing guys out of the club.
Right.
Looks like we've got
officials timeout. Injured player on the field.
Well, let's take a moment and thank some of our sponsors. We've already mentioned the Caldwell Toyota Red Zone. And at Caldwell Toyota, they're passionate about helping drivers find the right vehicle for them for the most affordable prices possible. And that's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models. Because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. Earlier today, I was just on the phone with Jenny Cole over at Crown Trophy looking for some a creative way to recognize some folks. And, of course, everybody knows that Crown Trophy has trophies. It's right there in the name, but they have everything that you might need to recognize athletes, students, or coworkers. So if you're looking for drinkware, badges, rings, really anything, whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com and be sure to tell them thank you for supporting PA Live. Well, Jason, tell us, for those who have had their head in the sand for the past 10 years, tell us a little bit about where you, when you left PA, where'd you go, and where are you now?
Yeah, and PA is such a big deal for me. Really taught me everything that I possibly could have learned, at that age about the game of football. Coach Runyon was my offensive line coach. great man, great coach. Really stuck with him up until, the very end. And Coach Kelly, obviously head coach for me, stuck with him all the way, still sticking with him. That's my guy. But also all these coaches that are here now, I got a chance to play under and play with. And, a lot of bright-minded coaches. I went off to Purdue, had a little success, ended up getting a start about 46, 47 football games, I believe, in the Big Ten. Somehow winded up sticking around for a Super Bowl in New England and bring my family up there. And here we are now, back in Little Rock in the booth and loving every second of it. Here the Bruins already kick off again after a touchdown.
Yep, here's Von Seelig. He has the ball teed up traditionally. He's going to shift to the other side of the field, waiting for that ball to go 10 yards. I'm not sure it did. No, it didn't. There's the flag. Whoa, and the fight breaks out on the field.
Yeah, you don't like to see this kind of thing, but I know exactly what caused it.
Multiple flags all over the place.
Yeah, you can't have guys run off from the bench ever, but I do know exactly what caused it. It looks like, I'm not sure if that was our kicker that was standing back here on this end, but it did look like somebody had decided from Beebe from pretty far ways away that they were just going to go kind of on a full-speed launch at the kicker. Yeah, it was one of those situations. Kicker was pretty much just standing there after kicking the ball. And
goodness. Well, it'll be interesting to see them untie this knot.
It will. You have to hope that a situation like that wasn't planned by a coach and maybe a player just decided he was going to go for another specific player for a reason, because it was definitely a premeditated move right there that you don't like to see on the football field.
Yeah, Pulaski Academy's coaches are just completely off the rails upset.
We're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Number 90, Bruin, and number 50, Badgers.
I'm not sure how you call an unsportsmanlike penalty on the guy who was kicking the ball and it was attacked, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to. I'm interested to see on the next kickoff how where that guy on BB's team is going to be going, because surely they can't attempt to run a play like that again.
Right.
And I'm all for big hits. Let's let it be known. I love a good big hit. I was always one of those guys who was searching around on the field.
But when it's a clean hit.
But there's a big difference between kind of the play that we just saw versus, sniffing somebody out on the field and laying a great hit on somebody.
Yeah. Well, if you have the opportunity at home while you're watching, you might just go ahead and rewind that couple of minutes and let us know on our live fan feedback. You've got that number saved. I don't have it on the screen today, just so that we can reduce some negative comments. But send us your thoughts. What happened there? You can review it. I don't have the ability right here in front of me to review it.
I wish we did.
I know.
That's what's next.
Well, and even we do have the ability to do replays in here. However, if we showed a replay up there on the scoreboard, that would just incite a riot something.
You're right. We saw that Tennessee game from a few weeks ago.
Yes, exactly. So they say it's a first down for Beebe at their own 49-yard line, it looks like. Yeah, the fans, I can definitely make out Cindy Osmond's voice down there. She is definitely letting the officials know her opinion.
Yeah, and I completely understand that. But here we are getting back to the game that we love.
Here it is. So 1st and 10 for the Badgers. Man in motion. I'm not sure I saw the ball move.
Oh, I definitely saw that ball on the ground.
And there's a PI roofing penalty flag on the far side. He's going to say it was a false start.
I've got to
But
admit
if
to you, I don't know. I actually do not know the rule on that.
If it's a false start, then that should – the coach is – that's the one
fumble.
– yeah. He says, no, hang on. This is going to – you watch. You watch the reaction to the PA
Dead ball
crowd.
foul. False start. Badgers. Repeat first down.
Well, that's a tough break for the Bruins, but –
So instead of getting the ball, they push it back 5 yards. Try this first down once again. 1st and 15 for the Badgers. Man in motion. There's the snap. Little play action. Quarterback keep. He's across the 45. Makes his way to the 50. Some more extracurricular activity after the play.
You know,
another PI roofing penalty flag.
These are great groups of kids that we're watching, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of the flags that are coming out are really coming from the same spot.
Yes.
And, of course, we won't mention positions or names, but
conduct, number 70 of the Badgers.
We're seeing the Badgers get a little chippy.
77.
Get a little chippy out here. And I understand, look, you're coming into the big dog's house. You're coming to the big dog's house. You got to get your players up a little more fired up than maybe even usual to come take on, a powerhouse of a team. I get it, but you can't let those emotions get the best of you on the field.
Right.
And, I mean, all you're going to do at the end of the day is hurt your team.
That's right.
You're just going to hurt your team. Now you're going back 15 yards. So we'll see if we can't get a hold of this type of thing that's going on at the beginning of this football game.
5 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Just by the look on your face, I'm guessing now you're getting a taste of whatever snarky comment Christina had to say at the moment.
Yeah, I guess that was just for my headset.
Yeah, it was. The way we have it hooked up right now, she can only talk to one of us at a time.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Now.
Okay. There's the snap. Low snap, but he was able to pick it up. Pass goes out there, and looked like that was intended for Logan Stevens. He only got a fingertip on it. He was well covered by Josh Cady as well as Jet Smith. He was throwing that into double coverage, which had a big question mark in the air right over him to begin with.
Yeah, had a couple of Bruins over there in the area. Dangerous pass, but really not a bad ball by the BB quarterback. And like we said, going back to the beginning, it's still early. We'll get a feel for what BB's offense is trying to accomplish. I'd expect the Pulaski Academy defense to maybe start throwing a couple more exotic looks as far as some pressures at the quarterback. He had a little bit of time to get rid of that one, so we'll see what we do moving forward.
3 receivers on the left, 1 in motion. There's the snap. He's going to keep it. There's a flag. He's across the 45 and is stopped at the 50-yard line. Looked like that was Hunt Harrison. Let's see what this PI roofing penalty flag.
Holding, number 52, Badgers. Repeat the down.
Look at this. That is going to put them at 2nd down, 30 yards to go.
Penalties. I don't have that stat sheet that I brought last time, but it is interesting. What happens to a offensive drive? What happens to an offensive drive, when you have one penalty like that?
Right.
I mean, you're looking at an immediate 35 to 40% decrease in the chance of a touchdown.
I remember you came in with all those last time. Man, those were nice.
And that's a great play by the Bruin defense.
Yes, it was.
Again, who's that? I can't see that number from up here.
That was 44 on the stop. That's Joseph Osment.
Yeah, that's right. And a great play by him, just being aggressive, getting there, and a good tackle.
Yeah.
It's a good wrap-up.
That was a what we call a high crotch takedown.
That's
because he's a wrestler.
Well, there we go. That wrestling's still paying off for these guys.
Right.
The sports are just so similar, at the line of scrimmage and on the mat.
3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. There's the snap. Bounces that one off the turf before anyone could get a hand on it, but fortunately for us, Bo Miller was right there in the area.
4th down. It doesn't look like the punt team has come on. So we've got a 4th and I have no.
Nope. Strike that. Here they come.
Here we go. Yeah, that would have been a little confusing.
Right, especially right where they are. 4th down, 37 yards to go.
37.
On their own 23-yard line, yeah. There's the snap. There's the kick. And the Bruins run off the field. Looks like it's going to take a nice Badger bounce, and it's going to be downed finally at about the 42-yard line in Bruin territory.
So we've got the Bruin offense coming back out. I'd expect to see a little more of what we saw to begin with. You know, a lot of times you don't switch it up too much. You go back to what's working for you. Had a strong first drive, so I'd expect kind of the same type of offense that we started the game with. We had a change at center again, so we've got 61 back in the game.
Yep.
Crop top.
The crop top wop. That's Max Gorman. There's the snap. Goes to Joe Hyman. He's across the 50, the 45, makes his way to the 40 before being stopped. Looked like that was Joseph Smith. Here's another PI roofing penalty flag.
We're going to be saying that a lot tonight.
Seriously, they're getting their money's worth.
And Joe Hyman again, just get the ball in his hands. He finds the creases. One thing I noticed, you know, his cutbacks, you know, kind of his lower body strength, his balance as a running back. That's exactly what you're looking for in these running backs, and he's got it. You know, he's got that special sauce kind of.
You know, personal foul, defense. Blow to the offensive player. 15 yards.
Okay, if you could have seen the look that Jason and I just gave each other, that, yeah.
Yeah, that I'm not sure exactly what that call means, but
yeah,
I have no explanation for that call specifically. But it looks like the Bruins are moving the ball forward.
Sure.
So that much we do know.
Well, we'll take it as our next Holloman and Associates first down. Pfizer now has 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Hyman in the backfield. There's the snap. Pass goes quickly out to Charlie Barker, and he is out of bounds and then thrown almost into that brick wall there by Joseph Smith.
It's getting Charlie Barker involved in the game plan. Just got a lot of talent out at these skill positions across the field for the Bruins.
2nd down, 1 yard to go. Looks like the same formation, only this time Joe Hyman is on Pfizer's right side in the backfield. There's the snap. Looks to the left. Passes out there. It's complete to Jalen McKinney. Dodges a couple. Dodges one more. He is still working it. Worked as hard as he could to pick up those 4 yards.
And that's just will. That's just willpower. You know, fighting for extra yards. So that's something that you really see from all of these Bruin players. You know, it's kind of what you have built into this program. You just have a lot of fight, and that comes from all those long days in the hot summers.
Yep. 4 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. I think we can call that an empty set. Joe Hyman's pretty close in. There's the snap. Behind the back again to Hyman. He's across the 10, the 5, and he's in the end zone. Another Bruin touchdown.
It looks like the same play that they scored on last time. Again, behind the back, whatever that means. I mean, they're playing basketball out here. But it works for a touchdown. Joe Hyman again gets the score. So that's 2 touchdowns for Joe Hyman tonight already.
Well, he does play basketball, and he shines on the court.
I bet he does. I'm sure any sport he decides to play, he's just that kind of athlete.
Looks like Jalen McKinney is a little shaken up there. He's having foot or ankle issues. So we're going to take an official's timeout.
We have an official's timeout. Enter player on the field.
In the meantime, I'd take a moment just to thank another one of our fantastic sponsors. Central Arkansas Mahindra can provide you with the latest and best in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Combine this wide array of selections with their friendly and knowledgeable staff, and we're convinced they will become your only stop for all your outdoor power needs. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you've been looking for. Check out their inventory of Mahindra, Ferris, and Husqvarna equipment, and if you need help in making your selection, call or stop in. They are always ready to help. Visit them online at centralarkansasmahindra.com.
Yeah, I got a second to check my phone there in between, getting some texts, and seeing my grandparents are telling me I'm doing a good job. So,
well, thanks.
So just like every other game I've been a part of,
right.
playing or talking.
There's the snap. He's got 4 receivers on the right side looking to find one of them, and no. That was intended for Zach Biagioni, but he ran into a defender right as he was starting to catch that. So the Bruins continue their lead 14-0 after that failed 2-point conversion attempt. We have 3 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with more Bruin football on PA Live.
Senior Kate Hatley is the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. As a student athlete, Kate is a member of the varsity tennis team and a stellar student. Kate displays excellent time management and study skills, especially considering her demanding senior course load and her extracurricular activities. She balances her ambition and diligence with creativity, kindness, and humor. She is well respected by her teachers and peers, and she is a wonderful representative for our school. Please join us in congratulating Kate Hatley, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week.
No, she's got us muted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now we're not. Okay, well, now you got to watch it.
There we go.
There's the kick from Von Seelig. Takes a nice bounce. Unfortunately, that went into the front row of the home team side.
They sound excited about it.
Yeah, I can't see who caught that. That was funny. He was real excited about it, though. Got a big cheer from the crowd.
Ball didn't touch the player before it went out of bounds. Going to be false start.
False start.
BB ball.
Okay. They called a false start against the
Where
Bruins.
it went out.
Your mic's on. Somebody needs to tell him his mic's on.
So going back to the
You might tell Chris to announce it to the ref.
That his mic's on.
That his mic's on.
So as our defense comes back out, we're talking about new coaches that have come into the program this year. Dirk Tanner.
Yeah.
Dirk Tanner coaching up the D-line. They look good tonight.
They do.
And he, phenomenal coach. He was a great player, really helped me become the player that I was.
That's awesome. That's a – wow, look at that one.
Play.
Wrapped up, and here comes another PI roofing penalty flag. Was that 50 again?
It was. So I'm not exactly sure what our rules are here for how many personal foul penalties you can get.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 50 of the Badgers. Piling on after the whistle.
Piling on after the whistle. That is, if anybody's keeping track, that is the 8th flag against the Badgers tonight versus 1 against the Bruins. They've really got to get this I think it's safe to say that they've got an attitude problem, and I know I might catch some hate for that from any Beebe fans out watching, but I don't see how you can watch this game and not see that.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of wait for something to come from the other sideline. It's not, it's one thing if you've got a false start here and there, but it's another thing if you've got certain guys who are getting multiple personal foul calls just by making bonehead plays.
Yes,
really.
That's right. There's the snap to Grant. Quick handoff. Running back runs to the right side of the field, and he is stopped after about a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 26 yards to go for the Badgers.
Any coaches that I ever played for in my past, I've played for some really good coaches. Some coaches I'd say are the best coaches of all time in their respective levels.
Sure.
But I personally know that if I made a couple of these plays, my coach, no matter how well I was playing, my coach would pull me off the field.
You'd be sitting on the bench.
That's exactly right. Let me know it was unacceptable.
Well, what that says to me is, to this coach, that's acceptable.
There's really no other way you can. Well, I'll also tell you what, with the botched snap here by BB going backwards about 10 or 15 yards. The football gods have a funny way of coming about
right.
and making things happen.
Right.
So That's one thing that I always kept in mind, and I think, seeing a personal foul lead straight to a bad snap, 15-yard loss, I think, who knows, might have something to do with it.
Coming from our live fan feedback, it says, "Boil her up, number 72, and go Bruins."
Oh, gosh.
That's from Roger and Jenny Cole.
I love it. They probably watched all 50 of those games that I played in, and the other 50 that were here.
There was a snap. Quick handoff goes to Caleb Perkins. Looks like a 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 4th down, 33 yards to go.
So we've got Garrett Benson. He was the guest host on recently on PA Live, and he's texted me let me know the rule update of 2 ejections or 2 unsportsmanlikes is a penalty. So we'll see if that's one thing to keep up with all these personal foul calls.
Well, that was his 2nd personal foul,
and that's kind of what I was thinking when it happened, unless one of them got attributed to a different player.
Right. 2 seconds, 1 second, 0, and there's the flag. It's another PI roofing penalty flag against the Badgers that makes their, 9th.
We got a dead ball foul, delay of game, Badgers. Repeat the down.
A lot of people say if you keep the ball out of the Bruins' hands on offense, you make them less dangerous.
Right.
They might have taken it a little too literally. I'm not sure, what the game plan is here, but that's one way to keep the ball out of the PA offense's hands, I guess.
Yeah, this first quarter, by the way, has lasted 43 minutes because of all of the penalties.
Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy. There's another
Why
penalty against the Badgers. That's going to be for
Dead
a
ball
false
foul,
start.
False start, Badgers.
You got to start thinking about one of these safety
fourth
rules
down.
at this point. We'll just keep backing up inch by inch towards the goal line.
Right. So what's the over-under on number of flags?
Well, what are we at? So you said we're 10?
We're at 10 for the Badgers, 1 for the Bruins right now.
I mean, if you got to set it somewhere, it's got to be at least around 20 to 25. There's just got to be some sort of coaching adjustment that comes up here.
Seven, 6, 5, 4. Still waiting. And
Oh,
another
my goodness.
false start.
Dead ball foul, false start, Badgers. Half the distance.
I'm speechless.
I am too. I don't know what else to say about this. I mean, the wheels have come off.
At what point is it on purpose? We're in the first quarter here.
Right.
There's just too much time on the clock.
We have 22 seconds left in the first quarter. At this point, the Bruins are just looking at each other thinking, let's just run off the field now and just let them
do something.
Yeah. 8, 6. What? I don't understand why they are waiting. 4, 3, 2. Finally, there's the snap. The punt goes up, end over end, and it takes a Bruin bounce at the 30-yard line. So the Bruins will take possession. Yeah, at the Badger 27-yard line. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's not something that you see every night. So we've already gone up on that number, that penalty number. So we'll see where we end up. PA offense comes out onto the field, probably more of the same. We'll see if we get another behind the back toss.
Well, here we are. First down, 10 yards to go for the Bruins from the Badgers' 27-yard line. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's our next Holloman and Associates first down. 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Quick lateral pass goes over to Charlie Barker. He throws it back to the left side. That is complete to Kenny Jordan. And then there's another flag. There's 2 flags now. That look like Max Gorman with the carry.
Oh, Max Gorman looks excited to be touching that football. I love that.
I think that was probably a senior play there. Give those on the offensive line and the defensive side of the ball a chance to be a ball carrier or to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that was the only time I ever touched the football in a game. I might have had one fumble recovery at some point, but
there you go.
You know, that play call here, carrying that ball around the edge, I'll never forget that. He won't either.
Right.
I think he got more yards than I did, though.
He only recently started rocking that crop top.
It's a great look.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. All right, let's finally go down to the field and see what this PI roofing penalty flag is. Well, nope. He's going to go talk about it some more. They're trying to decide whether it's going to be Waffle House or Taco Bell after the game. One of them wants Taco Bell. The other two are pretty firm on
Okay, guys.
Waffle House. Here we go.
Wait on my whistle. Wait on my whistle. We have holding against the Bruins. Then we have a dead ball personal foul. Number 3 of the Badgers, he will be ejected for kicking.
Wow.
So now we've got an ejection from Beebe from the Badgers. Number 3 kicking. I didn't see the kick, but I'm not sure if there's a good way to spin it.
Right. That's Aiden Brinsfield.
So he'll be out. So he'll be out of the game. Now you got to walk to the sideline and go back to the locker room.
Yeah, he just went on the sidelines and threw his helmet.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, in high school, do they have to leave the field like they do in other leagues?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting question. We'll keep an eye on that up here in the booth. Not sure what good you can do as a player on the sideline after an ejection.
Well,
if it's
and
for
what's a
something
high
like
school
that.
student do?
A 10-yard walk-off plus the 15-yard personal penalty is ball at the 8-yard line. Ready for play.
Well, okay.
Correction, at the 9-yard line.
We'll get back to football at some point.
I'm telling you, 4 seconds left. Here's our Holloman and Associates first and goal. And there's the horn before they can snap the ball to finally end the first quarter of play at Pulaski Academy. The Bruins tonight hosting the Beebe Badgers. 49 minutes later, here we are. The Bruins lead 14-0. We'll be right back with more Bruin football on PA Live.
This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our Core Values Student of the Week, Becca Connell. Becca is such a kind-hearted, empathetic, and considerate young lady. The definition of integrity describes Becca Connell perfectly. Her actions model honesty, respect, pride, responsibility, and helping others. Congratulations, Becca, for being named our Core Values Student of the Week. Our Core Values Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares.
Welcome back to the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio. Let's get back to the show.
Welcome back. The Bruins just ready to start the second quarter. Bruins leading over the Beebe Badgers 14-0. It's been an incredibly slow game, but that's simply because of the penalties. 12 flags. Many of them, I'll say, not most, but many of them were personal. I'm just confused by the huddle of the referees before we can even start the second quarter.
Well, they've got to be talking about just completely eliminating some of the stuff that we've seen from the game. I mean,
sure.
This is a good time for the refs to – I just wish there was a way for them to let everybody know this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
And if we see
We're going to
any
hit a
more of
reset
it,
button right now.
yes,
This is going to be different.
And if we see more of it, you're out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't keep playing the game like this. It's disrespect to both teams.
Sure.
All the fans that came out, everybody watching, both coaches, and most importantly to me, it's a disrespect to the game of football.
Yes. I can totally concur with that. Not much coming from our live fan feedback. Let's see. George Carroll, that's my dad. He says, can they make a touchdown for us? Oh, the other team? No, that would be a safety. But let's see. Anna and Mike Murray. We are loving having Jason with you. Mike is a Purdue graduate and says, boiler up, beat Nebraska.
Oh, there we go.
And,
there we go.
good job on commentating this strange football game tonight. Go Reed Terry and go Bruins.
Well, that's awesome, and thank you. Go Bruins, go Boilers, and yes, beat Nebraska tomorrow. Absolutely. And look, going back to the Joe Hyman
timeout.
Well, the clock hasn't started, so why would you call an official timeout?
Yeah. So Joe Hyman, look, I love Big Ten football. Joe Hyman going off at this point to play some Big Ten football for Northwestern.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is, and I got a chance to talk to him yesterday. I loved that program. Great head coach. That's another team like Pulaski Academy. It's a well-oiled machine up there. You kind of know what you're going to get. They do what they do, and they do it well. They play smart football.
The referees are out there talking to the chain gang.
Yeah, we're checking something out on the other side of the field. But I'll just be really excited. We should all be really excited to get to see what Joe Hyman does, even at the next level, especially up at Northwestern. I did have to let him know a couple times a year, once a year, my Boilermakers are going to beat him up. But other than that, we're big fans. Big fans.
I love it. All right. I wonder if we'll get any explanation from the referee about what's going on here. In the meantime, I want to say thank you to Rise Counseling and Diagnostics. They offer psychological and behavioral health services to children, teens, and families. They test for learning disabilities, ADHD, and autism spectrum disorder. Rise also offers outpatient, community-based group, family, and individual counseling and family service or therapy services. The Rise treatment team provides comprehensive services to clients and their families and ensures they are receiving the support they need to succeed.
The ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line.
I'm not sure why it's spotted at the 22. There wasn't a flag, but okay. Here's Holloman and Associates, first down. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, behind the back pitch. Goes to Kenny Jordan. He runs the left side of the field and is stopped immediately. He was stopped this time by Colin Brinsfield.
And what we do love to see watching this game here is everybody is still playing hard. There's a couple of things that are going on, but everybody's still playing the game hard. So we still have a good ball game on our hands.
There's the snap. Pfizer rolls out the right side, looking to pass. Got some time. He's going to throw it downfield, and it's just out of bounds and out of reach for Zach Biagioni.
Third and 8. It'll be this kind of one of those situations where it'll be interesting to see what kind of play call we go with here. Never forget we're playing with 4 downs on this side of the field.
3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. We've got Kenny Jordan in the backfield. That one goes over to, I couldn't even see who received that.
That's Will Hawkins.
That's Will Hawkins, yeah. He's stopped by Caden Mitchell. It's enough to move no, it's not. It's 4th down. Looks like 2 yards to go. Here's our Friday Law Firm 4th down conversion attempt. And there's another PI roofing penalty flag. That's going to be offsides on the Badgers.
Dead ball foul, encroachment, Badgers.
I'm sure the Bruins are okay with that.
Right.
Taking a first down. Where are we from the goal line?
Okay, so educate me a little bit. What's the difference between encroachment and offsides?
That is a great. I no idea. I'm not a defense guy. All I know is I'm moving forward.
Well, if a former NFL player doesn't know, I'm okay with that.
So we're having a lot of success on this type of play here. These pitches to the outside. So that's something that, as we've all seen, we keep going. The Pulaski Academy, the Bruins keep going back to that type of play. So they're really liking something that they see on the edge here.
There's the quick snap this time.
And he walks it in.
Just going to walk it in. That's Charlie Barker with a Bruin touchdown with 10:18 left in the first half.
Masterful play calling. It really is. They are watching. They're watching what the defense is giving them, and they are game planning perfectly. These are the type of adjustments that you want to see coaches making, quarter by quarter, play by play, every time they come out from a timeout. And it looks like the Bruin coaching staff is doing a really good job, and the players are executing perfectly.
Yeah, that comes from our offensive coordinator, Adam Thrash, and I've said before, he is, believe it or not, a chess master. He honestly should get certified. Oh, no. Tell me what did I miss?
So it looks like we walked in the 2-point. Yeah, we walked in the 2-point conversion. I thought we were maybe going to have another personal foul there, but okay, it's okay with me if we avoid stopping the clock again for that reason.
Sure.
But, it's just a little bit of extracurricular activity, pushing and shoving.
I was going to say, how does Alan Thomason end up on his back? That just doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what was interesting to see. It was they kind of got tangled up. Thomason kind of put him down and then rolled over, and just one of those situations with a little bit of extra pushing and shoving.
Well, it makes me wonder at this point. I mean, I hate to say this, but I wonder how much of this is intentional, because I know a lot of this has been directed at Joe Osment, and he's had some disagreements with the officials at times in this season, where he can get a little hot under the collar, let's say.
Yeah.
So I wonder if somebody's just trying to amp him up, and then apparently the one who was kicked earlier, that was Alan Thomason.
That's interesting. I mean, you gotta hope that, but there's time and time in football again, and if you're in enough locker rooms, I mean, players, sometimes there are reasons where maybe you're looking for a certain guy, or
right.
We would hate to think that would be it, but some of this stuff does look pretty targeted.
Von Seelig sets it on a tee, looks like in a traditional manner. Here comes the kick. Nice end over end, takes a nice hop, and very smartly, Zach Grant catches that kick and just immediately drops with it.
At the Badger 47-yard line, 1st and 10, Badger.
Well, and Alan Thomason, if you don't know him, he is probably one of the most gentle giants out there. I mean, looking at his stat sheet here, he's 6'5", 260 pounds. He will be our heavyweight wrestler this year, wrestling in the 285 division.
Beast.
And yeah, he really is. He is a beast, but he is one of the most respectful, polite, and gentle young men. And he's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
He's not. I wouldn't go so far as to say he's shy, but he's pretty quiet. And just one of my favorites. I'm a big fan. There's the snap. Quick handoff. This time goes to Braden Sanders. He's off to the races at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Beebe Badgers.
Yeah, that's a good play call. I mean, they kind of went back to what they've been doing before. It was really nicely executed by Beebe. He had a hole there, and really it comes off of kind of a botched snap that we saw. The quarterback had to kind of reach up and get it. I think the Bruin defense was probably an inch away right there from getting him even a tackle for loss.
Right.
But good play by the running back, and he's a shifty player, so he was able to get out of there and find that crease.
Here they go, looking for a point after. Looks like they are going to kick it. It's going to come up off the foot of Jafet Rodriguez. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good.
We've got a ball game.
That changes our score to Bruins 22, Badgers 7. For those of you who might be joining us for the very first time, welcome and thanks for watching PA Live. You'll notice that we do try to describe the action a little bit more in detail than you might normally see on a televised broadcast, and that's simply because we have many fans out there who are blind or visually impaired, and we want to make sure that they can keep up with the Bruins all season long. So if you get tired of hearing me talk, well, that's why.
So I think safe to say Bruins come out on offense here, and what do we got on the clock? Okay, so we still got plenty of time left on the clock. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. I think, again, why change anything at this point if you're the Pulaski Academy offense? I would expect it's about that time where we do see a trick play or two come out, just because that's what I expect from the Pulaski Academy offense and Coach Thrash calling those plays down there. So it'll be interesting to see what we get from the PA offense this time. I'd also expect maybe with a touchdown on the board for Beebe, we see some aggressive defensive play callings. I think if they just stay in a base defense like they have been so far, they kind of know that Pulaski Academy's been able to do whatever they want on offense. So I think you kind of see the BB defense go for some big plays, things like that, bring in the house, bring in some all-out blitzes, stuff like that.
Once again, here is Jafet Rodriguez. He has the ball teed up. Looks like he's going for an onside kick. Let's see. No. Sort of, but it's really high. And it is caught immediately by Davis Hossel. He just goes straight to the ground with it. I'm not sure what the thought was with it going so high but not very far like that.
Yeah, the sky kick. I mean, I think the placement, maybe if you get a little bit closer over here to the sideline on that. I remember we even had a kick similar to that. It looks like we're hurrying up to get on offense before maybe BB gets set here. And we do.
There's the pass to John Mark Charette. He's across the 40 and is brought down at the 45. He's stopped by Caleb Perkins. That'll be a second down, 2 yards to go.
And he's a strong guy.
Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to, watch him play, kind of seen some stuff he's been able to do in the weight room, getting bigger, getting stronger, and we can see it on the field.
4 receivers on the right side, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. Quick pass goes across to Will Hawkins. Oh, and a quick, nice lateral to John Mark Charette, and he's able to move it forward. Wow. Hunter Henry would be just drooling at that one. That looks so much like his play for the Razorbacks a few years ago.
Yeah, we're thinking, what game was that?
I don't even
come
remember.
on, I'm supposed to know this. I guess I'm not an all-in hog guy, but I should know this one. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll think about it.
Was it against Ole Miss?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Ole Miss game.
I'm going to give credit to Christina on that.
It
She
was
told
the
me.
Ole Miss game.
Pfizer looking for a receiver, throws it downfield. Let's see. Oh, no. No, that was – if there was anyone to catch that, it was going to be out of bounds anyway. As Charlie Barker was in the area. Andrew Pfizer coming in.
So we see Charlie Pfizer getting out of the pocket quite a bit. Either way, it's just rare that you see us doing things right in the middle of the field.
Sure.
So whether we're throwing the screen passes, the wide receiver screens, or play action rollouts, things like that, we move the ball around. And we're taking the screen.
That is Joe Hyman across the 20, across the 10, the 5, touchdown. Joe Hyman, Bruins.
Nobody's catching him. He gets the ball in the open field. He's going
gone.
to score. Love that screen play. Love that screen.
Oh, and hang on. There's a PI roofing penalty flag.
We have holding against the Bruins from the spot.
Looks like a holding call is going to bring us back. Love the play call by the Bruins, though. Whenever we see this BB defense start to get aggressive, everybody start to get after the quarterback, that's when you throw that screen pass. You let them come past you. A lot of people, and they played that so well. The Bruin offense, the offensive linemen, letting those guys go. Let them get by. Make them think they're chasing after the quarterback. Quarterback stood still in the pocket right there, put it right over all their heads, and then the O-line got out and did some good blocking. So
Coach Barnhill was definitely happy with the offensive line there. 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Pass goes across quickly to Will Hawkins. He's stopped at the 35-yard line immediately by Jaden Smith.
We got to take note of the protection that the quarterback that Pfizer is getting right now, because up front they're just holding up really well. I think this BB front was mainly built maybe a little more for the run in the middle. Our quarterback's got time to throw the ball tonight.
2 receivers on the right, 3 to the left. There's the snap. Pass goes out. That's John Mark Charette, and he is stopped just inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone while picking up another Holloman and Associates first down.
So he's getting really heavily involved tonight. Going to him quite a bit. He's got the sure hands tonight.
He's stopped by Josue Fabuela.
Might be time to get that ball back in Joe Hyman's hands.
Little play action to Hyman as you say it. There's the pass. It's complete to Charlie Barker. Looks like he picked up 4 yards. Stopped almost immediately by Jackson Marsh. Would be second down. Looks like 6 yards to go, I think.
You just got to think about how much wear and tear this puts on the defense. You know, when you're playing against Pulaski Academy and you're just running from sideline to sideline to sideline, I mean, eventually by the time you get down here, you'll see all the pass rushes start to slow up. You see all the corners start to get beat a little bit more.
4 receivers on the right. There's the snap. He's looking. He's got – that's Will Hawkins, and he is stopped just shy of the end zone.
Just shy. So that side to side, I mean, guys are going to have their hands on their heads, huffing and puffing. And, you know, you hope this is where you get down the field, and then you can easily start to kind of chip away.
Let's watch for that. Nope, they didn't try it this time. Joe Hyman, he tried to catch him by the ankle, and instead he just walks into the end zone. Another Bruin touchdown for Hyman. He's trying to make a single-game record tonight.
Yeah, he said, look, you can take the last one from me, but I'm going to get it right back. I'm going to go get it right back.
Now the Bruins lead 28-7, and here comes, looks like another 2-point conversion attempt. You've got Kenny Jordan, Pfizer. Nope, they started in the backfield. They're going to change it up. Now he's got 2 receivers on the left, 3 to the right. Pfizer with an empty set. There's the snap. Looking. Has some time. He's got an opening. He could run it in right there, but instead, yeah, he passes it over to Will Hawkins. 2-point conversion is good. Bruins lead 30-7 with 7:54 left in the first half.
Yeah, I think Pfizer just really had to decide which open guy he wanted to go to right there. I saw a couple of guys standing in that corner of the end zone kind of with their hands up saying, pick me.
Well, there was nobody around him. Honestly, I just expected him to trot it in.
Yeah. They got sharing the love.
Yeah, I love it. Very, very cool. Well, we mentioned, as you heard when we came back from the break, that we are coming to you from the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio tonight. And Ron Jones and Charlotte Emery offer you a combined 40 years of real estate experience for all of your residential or commercial needs, whether you're buying or selling. Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty is standing by to take your call and schedule a market survey and consultation at your convenience. For listings or for more information, call 501-416-3658 or visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com. Looks like Jalen McKinney is putting on an ankle brace. Hope he's all right. That is... Maybe we can get Berkeley to go, maybe we can ask our sideline reporter, Berkeley Courtney Moore, to go and ask Todd if he's all right.
Prior to the kickoff, there's a penalty flag on the play.
Another PI Roofing penalty flag.
We got offsides on the kickoff, Bruins. 5 yards from the spot.
Right now we have 4 penalty flags against the Bruins. So far tonight we have 13 against Beebe. Oh, she was asking what's the record for number of penalties in a game.
Oh, we got to be, we got to be on pace for it at least.
Well, while we watch this kickoff, let's see. Oh, the Bruins had a chance at that. They might have come. No, they didn't. They would have been much more excited about it. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Berkeley Courtney Moore. She has an update on Jalen. Berkeley, go ahead.
Lots of talk down here about those penalties. Coach Lucas was telling the players that it was his fight and not theirs after 2 players ran onto the field to defend their teammates. You can definitely see the frustration from players and coaches. Also, update on Jalen McKinney. Athletic trainer Todd Ross says he thinks Jalen will return into the game. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Berkeley. Doing a great job as always. There's the snap, looking to pass. Passes out there, and it is complete to that's Jaden Cargile. There's two Jadens right there on top of each other on their roster. It's kind of funny. Threw me off.
That's a good ball. You know, their quarterback looks like he's settling in. You know, he doesn't look too panicked back there. It's kind of what you want to see if you're a BB fan right now. If you're watching these guys, you know, it's all about weathering the storm, staying calm, playing your game the way that you play it.
1st and 10 for the Badgers. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, now in motion. There's the snap. Little shovel pass. That looks like that was to Jaden Smith. He was wrapped up as soon as he touched the ball. I think he was stopped there by Mason Schick.
Yeah, and I think that was probably the Bruins just doing their homework. It looked like they knew that ball was going there before it went. And that's one thing that, you know, I had in my notes sitting in front of me just a couple minutes before game time by watching some tape on Beebe. They love that shovel pass right up the middle. So you're gonna see some more of that. Well, you might not because it kind of got stuffed right there, but I have a feeling they'll go back to that. That play's really been big for their offense in the past.
Well, the NFL record for flags in a game is 39.
Oh, yeah, we won't
with 310 yards.
I know who that wasn't, and it was not the Patriots. There's no possible
Here
way.
comes some more flags. That's going to be for piling on, I'll bet. These refs have had enough.
That sounds what? Do we know what team that was?
She's looking.
The Jets.
Oh. Honestly, you're probably right. Let's see. Tell us more about these PI roofing penalty flags. He's like, wait a minute, that was my flag. I want it back. I have it I have it monogrammed.
We're going to have personal foul, Badgers, unsportsmanlike conduct, second one on number 50.
Okay, so we called this earlier.
That's actually the 3rd one on number 50.
That should be the 3rd one on number 50. We
is.
called this earlier, and I knew it was really a matter of time before, just a matter of plays before he was going to be ejected from the ball game. And it's interesting to me because you think you could channel that energy into, you know, wanting to play the game.
Right.
But instead you decide to get thrown out. I mean, you know at this point they're throwing guys out of the game. I can't really comprehend what the reason is behind that.
Quarterback still in the shotgun. He has 1 receiver on the left, 3 on the right, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. Looking to the left. Passes out there, and it's deflected by the Bruins.
That's a great job by the Bruins getting their hands up. Used to hate playing against guys that put their hands up as soon as the ball is coming out. That's what you want to do as a D lineman. Whether you're getting pressure or you're not, you can always throw those hands up last second, tip that ball, maybe cause an interception, but you know, you're always causing a good play whenever you do it. So that's a great play by those guys up front. So they're learning that from Coach Dirk Tanner down there.
No doubt, no doubt. It's 4th and long. 4th down, 27 yards to go for the Badgers. So, again, they bring out their special team. And
we haven't seen trickery from these guys yet. I would expect some trickery.
I was
here pretty
expecting
soon.
that too. And another flag. That's going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, Badgers. 5 from the spot.
This kicker is having a
4th
hard
down.
time watching the play clock. That's, I think, his 3rd delay of game tonight. I'm not sure whether it's nerves or what. There's the snap. There's the punt. Kind of a spiral kick, and it takes a Badger bounce, and it's going to go almost into the end zone, and it gets downed at the 1 yard line. Can't ask for a better punt than that.
Yeah, great special teams play. That is, people forget special teams, a hugely important phase of the game. I get, you know, a lot of people at PA don't forget because constantly onside kicking and then maybe not kicking the field goals and skipping the punting quite a bit. But huge phase of the game, and that's why right there for BB. And we did get confirmation that the penalties in the NFL, it did belong to the Seattle Seahawks. However many penalties that was. It was in the 70s, and it did belong to the Seahawks, which probably would have been in my first 3 guesses. There's different ends of the spectrum.
Yep. Bruins, Pfizer standing in their own end zone. 6 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap. Looking to pass. He's got a receiver downfield. Let's see. No, that was intended for Charlie Barker, but it landed right in the sidelines.
Yeah, so you have these different ends of the spectrum when it comes to, and it's not just the NFL, it's any type of team, but you have some teams whose coaches, they want them to be more loose. Some teams want them to be more tight. So a lot of times you kind of see where the penalties line up on those types of teams.
Yep. Looks like two receivers on the left, one on the right. Lots of pressure on Pfizer. He's looking. He's going to keep this one and run it. He'll run it out of bounds. Looks like he might have picked up the first down on his own. Let's see. Yes. That's our Holloman and Associates first down. From our live fan feedback, Las Vegas Mike. He says, hi from Las Vegas. That's aloha from the 9th island of Hawaii. Enjoying listening to you guys and love watching Bruin football. By the way, he says, the 9th island is a term used by Hawaiian Islanders who relocated to Las Vegas. We are many. Mahalo.
Love to learn that. That's
right.
That's interesting.
That's pretty cool. There's the snap to Pfizer. He rolls out the right side. Quick pitch over to Kenny Jordan, and he is off to the races at the 40, the 45, the 50, cuts to the left, back up the center at the 40, the 35, the 30. I can't keep up. The 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Wow.
Bruins. Kenny Jordan from the 12-yard line. That's 78 yards?
Yeah, I mean, what a huge play by him. And he made a great play. He was cutting. Okay, we do have a flag down there. We'll get to that. But he made a huge play. I think it was a post play. But he made a huge play. Great cutbacks. I saw my guy 61 in the crop top. I saw him make a big crackback block downfield to kind of seal the touchdown. Really, the O-lineman got out, made great blocks. I saw the receivers blocking. That is a full team. I wish you could credit everyone on the team with a touchdown there, because that was a full team effort to get him all the way down the field.
Let's see what this PI roofing penalty flag is all about.
We got a holding call at the end of the run, number 61, 10 from the spot.
And I just completely disagree. Couldn't disagree more. What do I know about O-line play? But I could not disagree more with that call.
Well, and it looks like there's even something to discuss between the officials.
Yeah, there's got to be one guy down there saying, I don't like that call. But, like I said, you weather the storm. These things happen in the ball game, and the teams who can, fight against adversity the best, overcome these type of things. Every call doesn't go your way. The team who can kind of fight, it happens to both teams at some point. So whoever can kind of weather the storm and keep going through those things is usually the team that comes out on top. And that would take our penalty count up by 1.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the officials to walk away from their own huddle before I count it.
Yeah.
Correction on the penalty. Block in the back on PA at the 12-yard line. It's a live ball foul. We have a dead ball foul, personal foul, Badgers.
So one on each.
That might make more sense to me. I didn't see the personal foul, but at this point you kind of expect it after every play. But the play by 61, I just didn't think Gorman had any hold there. I'm not sure what that could have been on at the end, but.
All right. Now we're going to try for another touchdown here. Looks like 3 receivers on the right, now 2 on the left. There's the snap. Little play action toward Kenny Jordan. Lots of pressure to Pfizer. He's looking, throws it out there, in and out of the end zone. I think Zach Biagioni was probably in the area, but that was not catchable.
That's a testament to these guys, and there's another late flag.
Goodness gracious.
I'm going to let you guys guess what it is, but I don't know yet. I didn't see it. But this is a testament to these guys in the blue and gold over here who making the smart play. I mean, obviously just throwing the ball away, that's something that a lot of quarterbacks, especially, we're looking at high school quarterbacks.
We got an eligible lineman downfield. 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
Ineligible lineman downfield.
Okay.
No, I had a bunch of those, but yeah, I mean that's a testament to these guys doing the right thing, throwing the ball away, not trying to force a throw. You know, it's not instead of throwing an interception by trying to fit it in that small window. Take the smart play, live to fight another day, and that's what they're doing. And here we are, you know, got the ball going, still with plans to go in and score.
Looks like a single receiver on the right, 4 on the left. There's the snap. Little play action, passes out there. I think that got tipped before it reached. Yeah, it got tipped by Jaden Smith. Be second and goal for the Bruins from the 11-yard line.
And we've said his name a couple times tonight.
Several, yeah.
So he's having himself a good ball game.
Three receivers on the right, 1 on the left. You've got Kenny Jordan in the backfield, now in motion. Quick handoff to Jordan. Cuts it upfield across the 5 and in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And it's only right that he gets to run that thing in there, right? It's only right because he put in that work on the long run, that touchdown that kind of got taken away. So, yeah, I love that play call to get the ball back in his hand, let him go in there and get that touchdown that he earned.
Wow, got a big one here. Try and read this. They've got twins stacked on either side. There's the snap. Little play action to Jordan. I didn't even see where the ball went. That's Will Hawkins. He just trots it in there for the 2.
And it's all in the details. You know, it's all in the details. They've got us fooled up here. They've got the guys fooled down there. Those are the things that you practice. And maybe they seem like small things at the time, but when you get to the game, those things add up, and that's how you get to big wins.
Well, I wish I knew this person's name, but I don't have it saved right here. He says, William Clarkson and I did the stats for the team from about 2009 to 2011, and unless I'm mistaken, this game tonight has the most personal foul penalties and probably the most overall penalties since we played Star City in 2010. I'm trying to find a screenshot I have of the stats from that game, but I can't find it. It looks like he found it here just a second later. I'm going to pull it up. I don't know.
It's funny. You know, I'm immediately this whole game, I was thinking about this exact game that he's talking about.
Okay.
Because I was playing in this game.
He says, I don't know if you were at PA then, but that game was so bad that some of Star City's fans were throwing stuff on the field, and at the end, the police wouldn't let the two sides meet to shake hands. If my memory is correct, several of the Star City fans were at least detained, if not arrested.
I think I saw a taser come out a couple times
Oh, my goodness.
while we were on the field.
Yeah.
It was a wild night of football. Hopefully we don't get to that point around here. That was kind of sparked after a cheerleader got hit. That'll do it. That was a tough outing that night. But it looks like, you know, what do you know? You throw a couple of guys out of the game who were causing problems. It looks like ever since then we've had ourselves a relatively clean ball game.
Oh.
Don't let me speak too soon.
Right. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Oh, my God.
50s.
The guy who got thrown out of the ball game previously.
Did they eject him?
They ejected him.
They did earlier.
They ejected him.
Oh, okay.
And the coach tried to put him back into the game.
I'm not sure why that's not.
Well, the first thing you do is take
penalty.
It should be a team penalty, and the first thing you do when you're ejected, as any football people should know, is take a player's helmet.
Yeah.
If there's an injury, if there's an ejection, and if somebody is not allowed to go back into the ball game, you take their helmet, so they can't go back into the ball game. But the fact of the matter is, this kid went back into the ball game. You got to think, look, at the end of the day, we pin this on the coaches.
Right.
That coach, it has nothing to do with the player. We're not talking about players. The coaches, what are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing here? I mean, honestly, to try to pull something like that, call it what it is, it's cheating.
There's the kick from Von Seelig. Oh, and the Bruins would have had it, but now there's another penalty flag on the play.
We got a dead ball foul. Offsides, Bruins. 5 yards from the spot. Re-kick.
I could see that. I think some of the Bruins got ahead of Seelig's kick right before he made contact with the ball. It did look a little bit disjointed. curious to see if he changes it up just a little bit. Let's see. He says, widen it up, guys. Takes a high bounce, and their quarterback. What did I miss?
Well, we'll say nothing since there was no flag thrown. I'm thinking maybe they didn't see it, or at some point these refs they're going to get tired of throwing the flags. You got to think at some point they just kind of they just swallow the whistle and let some things happen.
Well, and I get that, but not at the expense of safety.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looked like one of the Bruin players just kind of. I looked down and.
I mean, I can see that for things like false start,
yeah,
offside,
of course.
Things like that. But
it looked like a little late,
yeah,
a little late takedown there that we saw.
All right, let's get back to some football. There's the snap. He's going to keep it. He jumps across the 50. Looks like he gained.
Well, there's
another
personal
foul. Here comes
foul.
another personal foul.
And is this a second? Is this an ejection? So for anybody who couldn't see that. Clearly, we have number 76 doing extracurriculars after the play. Look, if you make a good block on somebody, or if you get beat,
just leave it.
Take it for what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to do anything, maybe whisper something to the guy.
Right.
But
we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct, 76 of the Badgers.
That is the 17th PI roofing penalty flag against the Badgers.
Yeah. Not much to say about that.
Yeah, not much to say. 4:53 left in the first half. Be sure to stick around for our Akel's Carpet One halftime show. It's going to be a fantastic one. As I said, tonight is homecoming, so lots to see during halftime tonight. We can expect it'll be a full 20-minute halftime. This time he has 4 receivers on the left side, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. Quick handoff. That goes to Joseph Smith.
Grant keeps up the middle and is brought down.
Was that a quarterback keep? Looked like a handoff from here.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell. I kind of got bunched up.
I'm not sure that he made a gain of that on that at all, but
I'm really impressed with the composure here on the Bruins sideline tonight.
Yeah.
And the way these guys are handling themselves on the field.
Well, I can promise you these coaches would not have it any other way.
That's true. That is true. I think they're doing a better job than I would. And I'm proud of these guys, honestly.
Defense, a little disjointed there. There's the pass. It gets out there, and Josh Cady wanted that one pretty badly.
Yeah, that's he's going to wish he could go back and get that one. I think he had some time to get back there, but still, he was making a good play for the ball. Again, there's a couple of Bruin defenders over there where that ball's headed. Sometimes it can get overwhelming on offense, and you feel like, how is the defense playing with 30 players?
Right.
And it kind of looks like at times tonight, our coverage is, it's just been good. You have 3 guys rushing and they're getting home, so you got more guys. It's just they're playing a good ball game right now, a good defensive game plan.
This is 4th down, 22 to go. There's the pass. It's out there, and it's caught. That unfortunately, he should have just batted that away, but that was intercepted by Jet Smith. I mean,
what would you do?
Well, exactly. Yeah, I can't say anything.
No, you're absolutely right. You totally got to bat that ball down. I talk about those calls all the time when I watch football. You got to bat it down, but at the end of the day, you think, you know what? Maybe it's an interception worth these 2 yards that we're going to lose.
Right.
And look, for anybody listening, bat the ball down. But
yeah.
I'm not going to be mad at you if you catch the interception.
Sure.
As long as it's not 50 yards down.
Right, yeah. You throw a 50-yard pass and catch that,
yeah.
No, what are you doing?
Then as an offensive player going out, I'm mad at you. But
Right.
that's okay. I get it.
All right. Here's Pfizer. He has 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. Pass is complete to John Mark Charette. He's across the 45 and is stopped at the 42-yard line. The coaches on the Bruins side asking for a flag, and looks like there is one.
Yeah.
There's 2 PI roofing penalty flags out there.
I'm thinking we might be looking at another ejection.
Holy. Taco Bell. That young man is big. I don't have height and weight on here, but goodness.
Now, he might be someone who plays on the defense. He might have been somebody who was playing on the offense.
Okay.
Earlier, I'm not positive, but I'm thinking. I mean, eventually you get a couple of guys thrown out of the ball game.
You're going to have
at the
to
same
reach
position.
deep in the bench.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it.
Well, the officials are having a heated argument, actually. That's something that you don't see normally.
We got offsetting personal fouls.
Okay, here we go.
We got unsportsmanlike conduct on 66, Bruins. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 79, Beebe. Penalties were offset.
I'm sorry, but I think he's just making things up now.
Yeah, I do like the excitement from the BB players.
65. Okay. But the way they were acting, I wonder if I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but the way they were acting, I wonder if Trevor Duke was even in that last play.
Okay. Here we go again. God forbid if we play a snap of football. Pretty much if you've tuned in, we've spent most of tonight watching the refs have meetings.
Yeah. And throw flags.
I
mean, I'm surprised they're not getting a cramp in their forearm by now. Because, yeah, if they're offsetting, the ball would stay where it is.
And that was also confusing.
Right. Oh. Two receivers on the right, three on the left. Pfizer in the shotgun. 6 seconds. There's the snap. Looking downfield. The pass is out there. It's complete to John Mark Charette at the 25-yard line. Another Holloman and Associates first down.
Good pass, good catch. I thought Pfizer, put the ball in a spot where, Charette had to go get it, but kept it away from the defender, marched down the field, making smart plays.
Got some fantastic live fan feedback here. I'm going to cover that here in a second. Right now, he has two receivers on either side. There's the snap. Pass goes to the left, and it bounces off the turf before John Mark Charette could get a hand on it. Get this one. As a Badger alum, the kids just aren't disciplined. Also, they have no defense, so the officials have to play D for them.
Interesting.
That was from our live fan feedback.
That is interesting from a BB fan. Well,
Right.
It's hard. We like to make excuses for our teams.
Sure.
I totally understand that, but
Yep.
some of the stuff, it's been hard to make
Quick
excuses
pitch to Hyman. He jumps over the center. He takes another flying leap over a defender. He's across the 5. Touch. Let's see what they call it. I think, he was. I think his knee hit the turf right at the 1-yard line.
But a great play.
Yeah.
A great play nonetheless. Couple good spin moves, couple good broken tackles. He's a player.
I'm just excited there's not a flag at this point. We had a single play without a flag, so that's awesome. Twins stacked on either end. Looks like Hyman in the backfield on Pfizer's left side. 15 seconds on the play clock. 2:45 left in the half. There's the snap to Pfizer. He's looking to the right. Pass is out there, and it's caught. That is Charlie Barker for 2.
Charlie Barker's still having a good game. These guys are getting open, and that's
a touchdown. I'm sorry. I was already ahead of myself.
Oh, you were doing the 2.
I was thinking it's a 2-point conversion already.
Yeah, Charlie Barker's having a good game and another good ball. He's wide open running the end zone. Everybody's really playing well. It just looks like the communication has been there across the board. Good offensive line communication. They've moved some things around, changed some protections. I just like what I'm seeing.
There it is. Looking for that shift. There's the flag.
And
I'm not even going to count it either way. Let's wait.
Did you see the BB kid just kick the football?
No, I did not see that.
I just don't understand what's going through the minds of everyone on the other sideline. I can't really grasp. Yeah, it looks like maybe he's coming out.
Here's Von Seelig again. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good.
What is our reasoning for, what is the Pulaski Academy reasoning for kicking field goals or going for
Or
two?
not.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Do we
know.
Do we know that? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to dig deeper on that because that's it. Well, I guess the Bruins are leading by a significant amount at this point.
I tell you, I know who could find out for me. Berkeley Courtney Moore is down there on the sidelines. And Berkeley, if you're listening,
That's
if
true.
you'll walk over to the 50-yard line, you'll find Pete Biagioni, and he's not busy right now. So you could ask Pete what is the reason that the Bruins would kick and not go for two. What's the decision point? What makes that decision for them? And just let us know what Pete has to say about it. Did you hear? Did you need me to repeat, or you got it? Pete's right now standing at the 42-yard line. He's wearing a white hat. He's the only one on the sidelines wearing a white hat. He's behind you. Yeah. Nope. Turn around. That way. That's the way. He's over there wearing a white hat. Just go over there and ask him real quick, why would they kick it and not go for two? And just let us know. Well, yeah, now we will have the sportsmanship rule in effect in the second half. Here's Von Seelig. Oh, he's going to send that one sailing. Hits the turf at the 18-yard line, rolls out of bounds. It's at the 10.
So, sportsmanship rule. Clock ticks.
Yes.
And including penalties?
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, I think it does.
No.
She says no.
We're being told no, it does not continue ticking. So, I
Ball
guess
went
that
out of
makes
bounds
sense.
without being touched. Be placed at the 35-yard line, according to rule.
Say it again. Per the rule. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be going to the roster a little bit in the second half of this ball game, getting some guys involved, getting some guys some looks and maybe seeing a couple new faces out there in the second half. Who knows, maybe for both teams.
Yeah, the clock will stop for penalties, unfortunately. 2 minutes left in the half. Stick around for the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. It's going to be great homecoming festivities tonight.
So where do you go? I'd love for somebody to tell us in the chat. Where do you go here if you're an offensive coordinator on BB's sideline? It's interesting from what I'm seeing from the Pulaski Academy defense. Just kind of, I see they try to throw the ball kind of up above the head, deep balls, medium passes.
It's a good question.
It's just interesting. Where do you go? The run game hasn't really worked up the middle. I think I've seen maybe the most success on, kind of these short passes getting out wide. But at the end of the day, I'm not really sure where they're supposed to go with the football. And that's a testament to, how well the Bruins are playing on defense. And D-line's really getting after it. I mean, there's just nothing up the middle. That's why I'm kind of waiting tick by tick. Where are these trick plays going to come from? What are we going to see? What kind of trick plays are we going to see? I think they'll try that shovel pass again a couple more times. But I'm not sure. We just haven't seen the trickery out of BB's offense. And at this point, if you're down 40 points, do you want to put some of your best trick plays on tape so teams can study them? That's another thing we have to think about. So I expect to see more trick plays earlier. We haven't yet, but it's definitely not too late for those.
Well, here they go again.
very interesting. It's a different formation that we've seen before.
Maybe BB of the past.
Right. Another Bruin timeout. It's the second one they've taken just in the last couple of minutes.
And I love that. I love the timeouts. I love the timeouts. Because you know, if you're Pulaski Academy, you know how much time typically it takes you to score. You know the type of offense that you call, the type of plays that you run. So, you know, if you have, as Pulaski Academy, if you can get the ball back with a minute, 45 seconds, and maybe just 45 seconds left on the clock, that's enough time to score typically. So as crazy as that sounds, I do love the timeout calls here as the Bruins.
Goodness, Little Rock Christian is already in the third quarter, currently shutting out, would you say Jacksonville? 49-0. Oh, excuse me, 49-6.
Oh.
Not a shutout, 49-6. But think about that one. They're already in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is.
With only a minute left in the third quarter. Wow.
Hey, I still carry my rivalries pretty deep.
Yeah.
So.
Pass is out there, and it's complete. Wow, he barely hung on to that one. That's complete to Joseph Smith. Picked up the first down for the Badgers.
It's always nice to just go ahead and mention, you know, the game last week. That Pulaski Academy had. You know, it's in the past, but when we're dealing with that school, it's always nice to just set a reminder.
Right.
At least for me. There's just a couple schools on my list throughout my career, a couple teams where it always feels a little better.
Let's take a moment as we watch this one unfold. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Berkeley Courtney Moore. Berkeley, tell us why we would kick it and not go for two.
So the question was, why kick instead of going for two? And Pete Biagoni said that since we were up by 35, we were letting off and kicking instead. Guys, back to you.
Okay, so just trying to – we said, okay, well, we've got those 35 points ahead. We've got the sportsmanship rule in the second half. Let's just, you know, kind of cool our heels a little bit.
Yeah, well, you say that on one hand, and then you call the timeouts to get the ball back.
Sure.
So it's just, look, these coaches, in their minds, things are always changing. They're always evolving. The game plan is always moving. So I do understand. Maybe you think that, then you look at the clock, and you take a couple other things into consideration. You say, maybe I can give myself an opportunity to you know, keep playing some football this half.
Another quarterback keep. He's stopped by Joe Osment.
And BB's putting together a nice drive here.
Yes, they are. Under a minute left in the half.
Aside from quarterback sneak up the middle on 3rd and 4,
right.
They have started putting together a nice drive.
Second down. Looks like 7 yards to go. 2 receivers on the right. Now a man in motion. Lateral pass. Another forward pass back to the quarterback. He carries it forward, not quite enough for the first down. And I'm not sure, I don't think he made it out of bounds either. He did not. That's Patton Wicker with the stop, and now the Badgers will call a timeout with 17 seconds left in the half.
Timeout. Charge to the Badgers.
So BB will come out and try to score here with 17 seconds left, and that would be a big score for them. That's great for morale. You know, if you get one of those touchdowns, kind of put yourself back into the game going into halftime. It really changes the way all the players are thinking. It changes the way the coaches are able to coach the players. You know, you get back involved. If they can't put together a score here, it's really tough to be a player, sit in the locker room and look up at that scoreboard and think, it's possible, but is it really possible to come back from it? And then you got to go out and play a whole nother second half of football.
Right.
And that's knowing a team like Pulaski Academy isn't really letting off the gas. I mean, you come out at halftime, you got to keep playing ball on both sides, whether you're winning or losing. I've been on both ends, and so it'll be interesting to see if they can put one on the board here.
He's got 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. There's the snap.
Oh.
Whoa, I'm not sure. Did he just lose
He did.
the football during the pass?
Yeah, it looked like the ball really just rolled out of his hand as he went to throw it.
It's like his hand went forward and the ball did not.
Badgers.
Badgers take another timeout.
Yeah, there's a couple things you can't do in this situation. Obviously, you can't ever do that with the football, but there's a couple of things that you can't do right here if you're the Badgers. I mean, obviously, we're looking at the first down. I don't know if they have timeouts left.
They've got one left.
So they've got timeouts.
No, excuse me. It says they have 2 on the board, but I think they just haven't removed it yet.
Okay.
Because
so
I know they've
they'll have
taken
one
2
timeout
just now. So I would think they have 1 left.
So yeah, they've still got some options here with this amount of time on the board. I mean, you got a couple plays, and then I don't really think you think about kicking a field goal here if you're Beebe. So
I just now realized that the video board scoreboard doesn't actually show how many timeouts are left.
yeah, that kind of just threw me off.
Yeah, we have it on this end, but this end it says there's 2 visitor timeouts left and 1 Bruins timeout. But I know that they've taken 2 just now.
Yeah.
So they should only have 1 left. All right, here are the Badgers. There's the snap. Quarterback keeps it, brings it forward. That might be enough.
That's a close one.
The Bruins say no. Badgers say yes. The official says, I don't know.
Yeah, that looks like that looks like a generous spot.
The ball is spotted at the 20-yard line.
They're going to bring it out.
That is a first down.
So 2 seconds left, so they'll have 1 play. 1 play to go to the end zone.
I'm not sure. Are they taking another timeout?
Well, if they have a timeout, they'd have
Timeout.
to.
Yes.
Badgers. That's their last timeout.
Yeah, that is their last timeout.
So this is a big play coming up here for the Bruin defense. Big play. So, like we talked about earlier, this is kind of what you're walking into halftime with. This is morale up and morale down for one of the teams. So unless they were to take and it looks like they're lining up for a field goal here.
I think that's correct.
All right.
Yeah, that's Jafet Rodriguez, who is their kicker.
Yeah, different play styles for different coaches, I guess.
That's right.
I just don't think 3 points really does anything for you if you're playing against Pulaski Academy.
Well, especially when you're down 45-7.
Yeah, it's.
That ends the half, and that kick is no good.
All right.
Wow. So at halftime, the Bruins lead 45-7. So I'm going to do something here. Let's take a look real quickly. I think we are ready. We're going to go down live. Christina, I'm not sure if I told you about this. We're going to go live down to Berkeley. She is on the guest 3, or excuse me, the guest 2. So go ahead and unmute that, and I think she is ready. Berkeley, when you are ready, take it away.
Hands off. 20 minutes on the clock, please.
Berkeley Courtney Moore, our sideline reporter down there with Coach Jason Wyatt. Berkeley, if you're ready, go right ahead. Not hearing anything from Berkeley. You might mention to Eric right behind you. Hold on, sorry, she says. Can you double check, make sure her mic is good? She said, hold on just a second. She's going to record it. All right, good to go. She's going to record her interview. We'll get back with that in just a moment. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the Akel's Carpet One halftime show in just a moment.
Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. As a student athlete, Kate is a member of the varsity tennis team and a stellar student. Kate displays excellent time management and study skills, especially considering her demanding senior course load and her extracurricular activities. She balances her ambition and diligence with creativity, kindness, and humor. She is well respected by her teachers and peers, and she is a wonderful representative for our school. Please join us in congratulating Kate Hatley, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week.
Conley is the daughter of Roby and Stephanie Brock and is escorted tonight by her father, Roby Brock. Conley is the co-captain of the junior high spirit squad. She is also a member of Young Democrats and Spanish Club. Conley is also very active in Young Life and as a Safety Town volunteer. Miss Conley Brock. Miss Reese Craig. Reese is the daughter of Tim and Shannon Craig and is escorted tonight by her father, Tim Craig. Reese plays soccer for the Lady Bruins. She is also an active member of the Culinary Club and the Knitting Club. Outside of school, Reese is very involved in her church, youth group, and Young Life. Miss Reese Craig. Our sophomore class is proudly represented by Miss Olivia Bratcher. Olivia is the daughter of Brian and Paige Bratcher and is escorted tonight by her father, Brian Bratcher. Olivia is a member of the state championship soccer team. She also plays volleyball for the Lady Bruins. Olivia is a member of the Spanish Club and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Miss Olivia Bratcher. Miss Maddie Chai Mulcairn. Maddie is the daughter of Mark Mulcairn and Denise Chai and is escorted tonight by her father, Mark Mulcairn. Maddie is a member of the competitive dance team. She also is a member of the culinary and knitting clubs. Miss Maddie Chai Mulcairn. Miss Eva, our junior class is proudly represented by Miss Eva Dietz. Eva is the daughter of Evans and Brian Dietz and is escorted tonight by her father, Evans Dietz. Eva is a member of the state championship soccer team. She also plays varsity golf. She is also a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the Spanish Club. Miss Eva Dietz. Miss Reese Waters. Reese is the daughter of Conan and Ashley Waters and is escorted tonight by her father, Conan Waters. Reese is a member of the Lady Bruins volleyball team. In the off-season, she plays on her 501 club volleyball team as well. Reese also volunteers at Blue Door Ministries and is in the 20th Century Club's Angels of a Hope program. Miss Reese Waters. Our senior class is proudly represented by Miss Julian Antuaco. Julian is the daughter of Terrence Antuaco and Josephine Coe and is escorted tonight by her father, Terrence Antuaco. Julian serves as a tennis team captain and just won the 4A doubles title in tennis. Additionally, Julian is the president of the Upper School Student Council. She also serves as vice president of Medical Club and Amnesty International. Miss Julian Antuaco. Miss Ava Grace Davis. Ava Grace is the daughter of Brian and Cindy Davis and is escorted tonight by her father, Brian Davis. Ava Grace is a member of the state championship soccer team. She has also been inducted into Mu Alpha Theta and the National Honor Society. Miss Ava Grace Davis. Miss Kate Hatley. Kate is the daughter of John and Nyla Hatley, and is escorted tonight by her father, John Hatley. Kate has served as class vice president for the past 2 years. She is also a member of the Medical Club and the French Club. Additionally, Kate has volunteered at Camp Aldersgate and started her own nonprofit, Pass It On, where she has provided gently used equipment to volleyball teams in need across the state of Arkansas. Miss Kate Hatley. At this time, the president and head of school, Mr. Brock Dunn, will crown the 2021 football homecoming queen, Miss Julian Antuaco. Congratulations to Julian and our entire homecoming court. Will the band please go ahead and prepare to enter the field? will close its performance with the familiar and popular James Bond theme, arranged by Victor Lopez, featuring a solo by Sid Hugh on the drum set. The Bruin Brigade is conducted on the field by junior drum major Anna Kamensa. Let's hear it for the Bruin Brigade. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Bruin Senior Spirit Squad.
It's time for the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. At Ackles Carpet One, we make it beautiful. For less, visit them online at AcklesCarpet1.com.
Welcome back to Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium as the Bruins continue their lead at halftime over the Beebe Badgers. The Bruins lead 45-7. Got just a couple minutes left in halftime, so I'm going to take this moment to look at some of the other scores in the 5A division. Of course, next year, as reminded earlier, we'll be looking at those 6A division scores because Bruins are moving on up. Let's take a look around. Looks like in the fourth quarter, Maumelle leads Watson Chapel 56-6. Well, that is just domination over there. Of course, as I just said, Pulaski Academy leading Beebe at halftime 45-7. Batesville and Greene County Tech are playing in Batesville tonight. They've got a game. In the third quarter, Greene County Tech leads 24-21. Brooklyn shutting out Paragould 28-0 in the fourth quarter. Camden Fairview leading Hot Springs 31-21 in the third quarter. Greenbrier leading Alma 24-7 at halftime. Looks like Farmington leads Pea Ridge 41-14 in the third quarter. Also in the third quarter, Valonia leads Morrilton 42-14. And I don't see any other 5A scores right in front of me. I know we had a report of the Little Rock Christian game earlier. I don't see that one on Fearless Friday. I could just be missing it. But I'll bet Christina has that somewhere. The Little Rock Christian score, yeah, she'll get it here in a second. In the meantime, if you're just tuning in, well, you've missed a fantastic first half of flag throwing. It has been a contest of emotions and attitude. I think that's the best way to put it. So just to give you what I think is probably the most telling stats of the first half of tonight's game, the Beebe Badgers have had 18 flags thrown against them, and the Bruins have caused eight penalty flags of their own. So that's the part that's kind of telling for me.
Yeah, and that took up a lot of the time that we spent together in the first half. So what we're hoping for to come out in the second half is just have a cleaner ball game all around.
Yeah.
The Bruins with 8 penalties. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Bruin average is, but even that number might be a tiny bit high on our end. And then over on the other sideline with Beebe, that's just really you can never even attempt to win a ball game with that many penalties. It's just every single time you go out, you just shoot yourself in the foot. Anytime you have a penalty on it just kills a drive is what it does.
Right.
Any drive you're going down the field, it's just so hard to overcome those penalties, especially the 15-yarders.
Right. Well, we did have a chance to, Berkeley Courtney Moore, our sideline reporter, had a chance to speak with, trying to remember, it was Coach Jason Wyatt. Thank you. I just had a moment there. Right at the beginning of halftime. So as this play unfolds, we're going to watch this one. That's going to
Yeah, that is Will Hawkins going to take a knee. Let's go ahead and hear what he had to say right at the beginning of halftime tonight.
Okay. Head coach, you've seen a couple of penalty flags, several unsportsmanlike calls. What do you tell your coaches and players at halftime after a first half like this?
Well, you can't get caught up in all that stuff. You've got to go out there. You've got to play your game. You know, you can't get caught up. It's an emotional game. You know, tempers rise a little bit. You know, you get some talking back and forth. But the whistle blows, you know, just go back to the huddle, smile, and, you know, next play, go as hard as you can, and that's it.
Thank you, Coach. Guys, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Berkeley. Yeah, I completely agree with him. You just got to wait. You know, you play until the whistle blows. And it's the same concept that that the Bruins have as far as actually playing the game. You continue to play the game until you have the fourth quarter, 0 seconds left.
That's right.
You continue to play the play until the whistle blows, and then you just run back to the huddle.
Yeah, you know, football is such a cool game because it is so physical, and you can take your frustration out on any players physically. But there's so many legal ways to do it.
Oh, and a nice catch and a shoestring tackle. That was an incredible catch by Jalen McKinney. He was stopped by Jaden Cargile. 17-yard line. That puts the Bruins inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone. And another Holloman and Associates first down.
That's how you come back out and get right back to business.
Here's Pfizer looking for a receiver. He's going to have to throw that one out of bounds.
Smart play.
Looks like that was Charlie Barker in the range, in the area, I should say. Goodness. There's somebody out there excited.
Some screaming fans.
I'm hoping that was a good scream. Yeah, they're out there just kidding around. Yeah. Twins stacked on either side. Pfizer has Joe Hyman in the backfield on his right. Now Hyman in motion. There's the snap. Looking. Lots of time. He's going to send that one sailing into the end zone. Charlie Barker takes out the Caldwell Toyota A-frame sign behind the end zone.
How many seconds is he sitting in the pocket? These are the things that we've got to look at why this team has been successful tonight. Yeah, the skill players are doing what Pulaski Academy skill players do. The quarterback's doing what he does. Running backs are doing what they. But look at the offensive line. I mean, they're so solid up front tonight, and it's given us all the time in the world to make these plays. So that's something to keep an eye on.
This time he has two receivers on the right, two to the left. Little shovel pass there to Charlie Barker.
Oh, cut back.
Juts back and forth. I think he's just a yard shy of the end zone. That'll pick up first down. Another Holloman and Associates first down. 1 yard away from the end zone.
So these shovel passes have really been a popular part of tonight's game. And coming into the game, I do know Pulaski Academy likes to run these plays, but really they're such a staple of the Beebe game plan coming into it. And it's surprising that we've kind of seen Pulaski Academy run these plays more so tonight than even Beebe. So it's working for them, so keep going back to it.
We have the Pickles out there tonight watching. That's Greg and Dina Pickle. They're watching the Bruins tonight. Good to have you with us. And it looks like, again, they were able to hold the Bruins right there on the 1 yard line.
That's a good stop by Beebe up front, just playing good physical football right now.
We can expect the next half of football to go by much more quickly than the first half. Well, yeah, as long as they keep those flags tucked away.
Right. Little substitution going on.
Yeah, we've got Mason Schick coming in along with Trevor Duke.
Hurry
This
up
looks
to the
like
line.
this looks like a senior play. We've got John Mark Charette ready to receive the snap. Who is that moving behind him? That's Charlie Fisher. Watch this. Charlie Fisher tries to pass it. Oh, let's see. It is. It's a touchdown.
Oh, my
Charlie
goodness.
Fisher with the touchdown pass.
Oh, my goodness. And I've never been more jealous. I have never been more jealous watching an offensive lineman.
Who caught that?
We just watched an O-lineman
Mason
throw a
Schick
touchdown.
caught it.
O-lineman
my
out here throwing
gosh.
touchdowns. So we've got a little bit of it all going on tonight.
Get this. Those two have been best friends ever since they're about 4 years old.
Oh, that is a memory they will hold on to forever.
That's
They're gonna Tell their
awesome.
kids someday about when the O-lineman, as an O-lineman, he got to throw his homie a touchdown pass. That's awesome.
That is pretty cool. Here's Von Seelig. He's going to kick the PAT. There's the snap. The kick is up. Doesn't quite make it into the creek, but it is good.
And that's a
Bruins.
great drive.
Yeah.
Great drive. That's how you have to come out at halftime. You come out at halftime with the foot on the gas, even if you're going to have a game plan where you might take some of the starters out, you might rotate some young guys in. The best way to go about doing that is coming out and setting the tone again for the second half, just like you did the first half. And now if you want to rotate some young guys in or something like that, then you can do it. But it's always, always the best idea to keep your foot on the gas and set the tone for a fresh half of football.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was Charlie Fisher, right? Or Charlie Pfizer. Which one was it, Christina? Yeah, Charlie Pfizer. He actually, just this week, got a preferred walk-on offer with the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah, I think it was he was out there, and it was during the pep rally this afternoon. Oh, and Mason Schick also got one, I'm being told.
That's
so
awesome.
During the pep rally this afternoon when Coach was out there trying to determine, he was having the crowd determine who was the best dressed escort during the pep rally.
Oh, right.
When he held his hands over Mason Schick, I think it was, the entire student section started calling the Hogs. Instead of clapping and cheering, they were calling the Hogs. It was great.
That.
Yeah.
He stopped by several Bruins, including number 1 Tyson McCarroll.
You had Tyson McCarroll along with Davis Hossel on the stop after the kickoff. And here comes another.
We got block in the back, number 12 of the Badgers.
So that's another Badger. Okay, so we're up to 19 penalties for BB tonight. Be interesting to look back at some of the previous games for BB this year and see if this is kind of
if this is their MO.
Yeah, on par for them normally, or if maybe there was just a little extra juice coming into this game against Pulaski Academy.
That's your Latin word of the night for tonight's broadcast is modus operandi.
Goodness. Learning a couple of things up here.
Right. Got to drop some knowledge. It's PA after all. There's the pass. It's oh, no, it's not complete. Bounced right off his hands. Just hate it when a quarterback hits you right in the hands.
So hard to catch those.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the Badgers. 6 minutes. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The clock is just ticking away even after that incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't even pretend like it's easy to hold the ball on the football field. I never wanted anything to do with the football if I was on the field. No,
that's
no
funny.
way. I wanted nothing to do with it. That thing scares me. I'll just block for people.
There's the snap. Little play action there. He passes it instead, and that's funny. The BB fans wanted a flag there, but that was very clean pass defense by Josh Cady.
And I think that's what BB. I think that's what we're going to see from BB this half is them going to try to do those play action passes, and really it was a good play, good play action. Kind of had me fooled for a second up here in the booth, but I think they'll have to mix some things up to get moving down the field.
You saying that you were scared of anything to do with the football? It reminds.
Oh.
He got it. That's an interception.
What an interception,
Joe
too.
Osment with the interception.
What a great play, a diving interception.
Incredible. I was just about to say that reminds me of a scene in Moneyball when they had the catcher.
Yes.
He couldn't catch anymore, and they said, well, we're going to have you play in first base. And he says, one of the guys in the locker room asked him, well, what's your biggest fear? And he says, well, that the ball will come in my general direction. And he just laughed, and he said, no, seriously. And he goes, no, really, that's it.
Look, if that's what happens, you get the yips. So, if I was going out to play center one day, which It was such a tough thing for me to learn how to do because you go for 20 years with never touching a football in a game, and then you have to have it every single play. I mean, that's really a tough thing to work with. We've got a pre-snap penalty down here. But, yeah, keep the ball. That's the way I always felt. Keep the ball away from me. Let the small, fast guys have that.
5 yards from the spot.
All right, that's the one on the Bruins. So if we're keeping up with the number of flags tonight, you have 9 penalties against the Bruins, 19 against Beebe. From Ron Jones of Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty, he says, "Good job, guys. This game is a tough one to call. Go Bruins."
Thanks, Ron. We've had a really good crowd out here tonight, though.
Say that again.
Our crowd around here has been nice tonight. We've had an excited crowd. Despite some of the slower playing time in the first half, we've really had a good loud crowd on this sideline. It seems like the BB fans have been excited for their team, so it's been nice. It's been a nice night.
3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Busby looking to pass. Pass is complete. That's Kenny Jordan. He is brought down at the 11-yard line. He was stopped by Josue Fabuela.
Kenny Jordan's been fun to watch tonight. He's kind of, he's got that role right next to Joe Hyman, who, they kind of both go back and forth, but they're both good players, and Kenny George has a lot of football.
There's Pfizer once again slinging it into the end zone. Unfortunately, that was a bullet. Hit Andrew Pfizer right in the shoulder, so it went sailing.
It's a Friday Hawthorne, 4th down.
Yeah, so with Kenny Jordan being a sophomore, he's got a lot of football ahead of him to play, and I think we're going to watch him progress, these next couple of years and turn into a really, really nice running back here.
Here's a Friday Law Firm 4th down conversion attempt. 2 receivers on the right, 3 on the left. There's the snap to Kel Busby, and it's dropped.
There's a fumble on the snap.
So the ball will turn over on downs. He wants that one back.
Yeah, and it's not often you see kind of Pulaski Academy come out and, have a couple of mental errors like that, have a couple of missed assignments, lead to a turnover on downs. So I know that'll be disappointing, and really that's one of those things where you come out at the half and you have to make sure that guys don't get, depending on what sideline, guys don't get 2 up or 2 down. It's all about staying even for as long as you can during the football game.
Right.
There's too many highs and lows to let your emotions and play style swing that many times. Good tackle.
One minute, 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock keeps counting. That was Lucas Simmons with the carry, and he's stopped by Romello Bell. Brings up 2nd down. No gain. There's the snap. That's going to be for loss on this one. I think that was Hunt Harrison. Another PI Roofing penalty flag.
That's the sponsorship you want.
Right. No kidding. For tonight especially. Well, I kind of felt bad for them last week. They didn't have very many.
We have holding
they got
on
it
the
back.
Badgers, number 55. Repeat it down.
There's
clock,
20.
please.
20. We've hit the 20 penalty mark for the Badgers tonight. So we're coming up. Our next one will be 30 total. So
My dad says, be careful. They're liable to throw a flag on you in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, anything is possible.
This one comes in from Judy and Ed Armstrong. They said, hey, Joshua and Jason, the Armstrongs are watching from Gallatin, Tennessee. I miss seeing the Cowboys playing, but we still watch the Bruins on Friday night. A little rough game tonight, but the score looks good. Go Bruins.
Oh, that's nice. The Cowboys were ballers.
Yes, they were. There's the snap. Quick handoff there. He runs nearly straight up the middle, right into a den of Bruins.
Yeah, there hasn't been any success there in the middle of that Bruin defensive line for, Beebe trying to run the ball at those guys. They're just played well. I mean, you're not seeing the line of scrimmage move at all. So, typically somebody's running the ball, pounding the ball, you'll kind of see the whole defensive line get pushed back a couple of yards. Maybe a guy falls off and make a tackle. But tonight, really, those guys are holding their ground. Testament to new coach Dirk Tanner down there on the sideline as well.
And it looks like that is going to be the end of the third quarter. The Bruins lead 52-7 over Beebe. Got one more quarter of football to go.
That was a fast quarter of football.
Finally.
That was a fast quarter.
Yeah, that's payback for the first quarter. I don't think I've seen a 47-minute quarter of high school football.
Yeah, that's college. That's a college game right there.
Yeah, that's with TV timeouts and everything.
I mean, that's one of those games you go out there. It just kind of makes me picture some of those northern games I'd play in where it's snowy. I never played a game in sleeves, so you're walking out there and it's 0 degrees, it's 15 degrees, and it's snowy or something. You're walking out there, and when you walk out of that warm locker room, you just have to realize, wow, I'm not going to be able to walk back inside in any warm room for at least 3 hours. So you're looking at just a 6-hour game outside ahead of you. And, the NFL, they've condensed their game time.
Sure.
So I liked it better that way, but, gosh, college football has become such a production every weekend, which is great, which is why we love college football.
Sure.
Can't wait to watch some of these Bruins. And I'm not sure about the Beebe guys, how many guys they have moving on to play at the next level, but love keeping up with the Bruin athletes as they go on in college sports.
Here is Jaden Smith with the carry. He's stopped by John Stephen Goodwin.
Nice, John Stephen Goodwin, a little brother of one of my best friends from Pulaski Academy. So that's good to see. I remember walking off my senior year. I have a picture carrying John Stephen Goodwin and Walker Goodwin, his brother, just kind of holding both of them in my arms with my pads on after a game.
That's cool.
So pretty crazy to see these guys out here playing tonight.
That is cool. 4th and about 20. There's the pass. That is complete to Lucas Simmons. Not enough for a first down, so the ball will turn over on downs. He was stopped by number 28 again. That's John Stephen Goodwin making some more plays.
Okay, John Stephen, here we go.
Well, so glad you could join us earlier for the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. At Ackles Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. And that's not just a slogan at Ackles Carpet One. It's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power and low overhead that make all of this possible. At Ackles Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. Visit them online at aclescarpet1.com. There's the snap to Kel Busby. His pass goes to the left to Tyson McCarroll. He picks up about 2 yards before being forced down. I don't think he made it out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
He stopped at the Badger 17-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Now, sometimes you'd think, we'd get straight back into, running the ball, managing the clock here. But I think with some of the young guys coming in, it's really a good chance to see what they can do and keep the playbook all the way open.
Oh, and now a ball comes loose. Beebe picks it up. He has the fumble, and that is going to be Jackson Marsh running it in if he can't get caught. He is not going to be caught. That's a touchdown for the Badgers. I don't see any flags out there.
Look, it's a great learning experience. These guys are getting some play time under their belt. As much as, if you're a Pulaski Academy fan, obviously you don't want to see a fumble, scoop, and score. But when you're transitioning quarterbacks and you're looking at your quarterbacks for the future and things like that, that's what we talked about earlier. Charlie Pfizer, he made the decision to throw the ball away a couple of times where it wasn't the flashy play. This is just part of the learning curve. They're going to figure this out. He knows now he won't make that play again, get rid of the ball, make the smart play, and this will kind of be a teaching moment for him moving forward.
There's the snap for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it's good.
The point
makes the score Beebe 14, Bruins 52.
Maybe an onside kick here from Beebe?
Could be.
Get back in the ball game?
Yeah.
Look, my theory, you play with a full playbook. You play to win the entire game.
Right.
Yeah, I think even a lot of times with all levels of football where a lot of teams get caught up is they try to go to a more conservative ball game. If you're a school like Pulaski Academy, or if you've got this high-octane offense, you run that because that's what you're good at. It doesn't mean just because you have a high-flying, high-scoring offense doesn't mean you're good at also running the ball up the middle for 3 yards and chewing the clock. Like, some teams are not built for that. So I think when some teams, not that either school has done this tonight, but I think when some teams close the playbook and try to play conservative to manage their win, I think that's when a lot of teams will get themselves in trouble.
Jafet Rodriguez sets up to kick off back to the Bruins. 7.5 minutes left in the game. The clock's still ticking away. I think you might be right here. No, okay, that was just an awkward kick. Get on that ball.
It might work
Goodness
anyways,
gracious.
Yeah. Well, the
That was
Bruins recover it.
Tully Gilden that fielded that one.
So we'll see what we go to here. I'm assuming we keep the same lineup that we had in Pulaski Academy had in this last go around, and I think you keep doing the same thing because now you got to build that confidence back in your quarterback.
That's right. Kel Busby sits up. Oh, but that snap instead goes directly to Kenny Jordan. He runs it nearly up the middle, just kind of to the left side. Makes his way forward to about the 44-yard line. Picks up the Holloman and Associates first down. Busby has 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Kenny Jordan in the backfield. Snap again goes to Jordan. He carries it forward. Left, right, left, right.
And that's the balance. That's the balance right there that I was talking about. These running backs, this training program they're going through year-round in the summertime, they have different skill sets, but both of them, the balance and kind of explosiveness and reading the holes, I think they both do a really, really good job.
Yeah.
It's a great 1-2 punch for the Bruins.
It's another Holloman and Associates first down. Again, 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Not sure who's going to receive the snap. Could be Busby. Could be Kenny Jordan. This time it is Jordan again. And he is, this time they have his number. He picked up 1 yard.
That's a cool design, having both those guys. I mean, you got your quarterback back there, your running back back there. Both look like they're ready to take the snap. Nobody really knows where this ball is going. Testament also to the center, getting the ball to the correct person every time. I mean, that's a tough job by everybody involved.
That's Trevor Duke out there at center right now, I think. I could be mistaken. That makes more sense that would be Max Gorman.
Yeah, that's a good throw and catch.
Nope, that is Trevor Duke. Yeah, no, Max isn't out there right now. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. There's the snap to Busby.
Nope.
Looks downfield. Did I call that wrong? Oh, you're right. That was Charlie Barker.
Yeah, I mean, I had a little confusion there. And now we're letting the wide receivers go for the deep ball here.
Playing shell game with the quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what we've got while we're at it.
3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, 1 in the backfield. That is Busby with the snap. Passes to the right. It's complete to Andrew Pfizer. He makes his way up almost to the 20-yard line.
And I like Busby. Look, these short passes to the outside, they're not as easy as they look at home. We sit on the couch, we think, oh, you got to put that ball in the right spot. He's just throwing it to the sideline. I mean, it's not something that everybody can do accurately, and he's done a good job of this tonight.
So far, so good. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Twins stacked on both sides of the field. He's got Kenny Jordan just on the left side of the line. There's the snap. Oh, he's got lots of pressure. He's going to pick up the 1st down on his own and then step out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, placing the Bruins in the Caldwell Toyota red zone. And another Holloman and Associates 1st down.
And he looks athletic. I mean, it looks like another quarterback who he was able to evade the sack there. Also, he should be thinking about maybe getting rid of the ball, but he knew he had the legs to outrun that defender, and he did. That was a good job.
4 receivers on the right. Kel Busby sits at 6'2", 185. There's the pass. Goes off the turf before Andrew Pfizer could get his hands on it.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Looks like the same formation. 4 receivers wide on the right. Will Hawkins steps a little closer to the right side of the line.
There's that play that they've liked so much tonight. Those shovel passes up the middle. It's interesting that that play has been so effective for the Bruins tonight. So far. I know there wasn't a big gain on that one, but it's been one of their go-to plays tonight. It's interesting. This team is so confident in throwing the ball, tossing the ball around. They're so used to it. Most teams, every time you toss the ball in the air, you get a little nervous. Every time you do a shovel pass, they make it look like, this is something they do all day, every day. It looks very uniform watching the Bruins throw and toss the ball like this.
There's a PI Roofing penalty flag as he makes his way into the end zone. They call it a touchdown. The white hat says nope. He's waving that one off. I don't understand because you have the same referee who threw the flag was one of the ones that called the touchdown. Let's see what he says.
We have a face mask, defense, touchdown is good, penalty is declined.
Nice. That's a touchdown for the Bruins. The penalties decline, waving off the face mask, and you love that for Busby. You love that he's getting to come out and throw some touchdowns, get used to this, get his feet wet like I'm sure he'll be doing a lot, has done a lot this season and will be doing. But it's also good. You love to see a guy like Cole Kingsborough come out and catch a touchdown.
Right.
All the he's put in hard work tonight on both sides. He's been blocking. He's caught a couple balls. It's good to see guys get rewarded. It's.
Here's Charlie Fisher coming in. There's the snap. Kick is up. Was that good? No.
The point after kick is no good, making the score Bruins 58, Badgers 14.
I'm not sure what they were watching, but Charlie says,
He says it's good, yeah.
Vaughn said it was good.
Hey, Bruin fans, take a look at the video. It's time for the
Not sure what's going on over there. We'll have to look at that later. Houston Bruin fan would like to know what the 6A alignment will look like for the Bruins. Will the Bruins be able to keep their yearly game with Little Rock Christian, perhaps non-conference? Well, here's the news about that one. Actually, the Little Rock Christian Academy Warriors will be moving to 6A as well. So, yeah, it'll still be a conference game, and they'll be keeping that one. Let's see. I've watched Beebe. Now, again, this is coming from our live fan feedback. I've watched 3 Beebe games, and each game they played dirty. They played this way last year against PA, although not quite this bad, and they played this way against Greenbrier earlier this season. One would think that the Arkansas Activities Association would have a meeting with that coaching staff at some point. Well, they have had a meeting with that coaching staff, and that meeting was basically to complain about Pulaski Academy stacking up the score on them last year. And that was and the year before and the year before that. And that goes back to what I was talking about. They were upset that Pulaski Academy continued to play the game until there were 0 seconds left in the fourth quarter, which is what one should do. This one's going to go deep by Von Seelig. In and out of the end zone. So, yeah, they were upset. Last year, what their coaches were just furious. We had already, we'd already reached the point where the Bruins had the sportsmanship rule in effect, and so we sent out, was it the sophomores or the freshmen? There was the freshmen in the last last couple of minutes of play, and one of the freshmen were given the ball. And they didn't expect him to make it into the end zone, and he scored. And they absolutely lost their minds. And, yeah.
Yeah, you got to let those guys keep playing.
I mean, that's the trick.
Especially, you got to think, look, these guys come off the bench. They get to come out and get some shine. How would you play if you're coming off the bench? If you're proving yourself as a player, if you're growing as a player, look, not to mention everybody should be playing full speed at all times.
All right, well, that's the end of this one. The Bruins win 58-14. The teams are going to meet at midfield. Hopefully everybody is cordial at this point.
Yeah, you hope so. You hope everything's cordial. Look, we made it through a good football game. It was a hard-fought game by both teams. Despite some of the ups and downs that we might have seen come from different sidelines and things like that, these guys all came out. They worked hard all week. They worked hard all season. They came out. They played a good game. I'm happy for all the guys who got to finish. I'm happy for the seniors who got to come out here and win a game on senior night. That's a big deal, and hopefully they get to celebrate big, celebrate accordingly, because they earned it.
Well, Berkeley, are you ready? Are you going to try and find the coach for a live interview? Are you going to try and find the coach for a live interview? Oh, she doesn't have her earpiece in. Okay, there she goes. Can you hear me now? Okay, I was just going to ask if you were going to try and get the coach for a live interview real quick. It's up to you. You can just shake your head, yes or no. I'm good. No? Okay, that's cool. That'll work. It's easier than texting sometimes. But I do appreciate it. So, yeah, this is, like you said, this is a fun game. This is the last regular season game for all of these seniors at home. Next week we are at Jacksonville. That's going to be a fun one for them. It'll be our last regular season game. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for reminding me. That's going to be on Thursday next week. So be sure to set a reminder just in case. But that's Thursday. It will be a 7 o'clock kickoff as usual. But apparently that's something that's an option. We can play on that Thursday the week before playoffs. It kind of gives you a longer week to prepare for the playoffs. So that's what both teams opted to do for next week. So looking forward to that. Take one more look at our live fan feedback. While I'm doing that, I don't think so. What do you think as far as Bruin Claws, our MVP? Who's going to get our Bruin Claw for tonight?
Oh wow, that's tough. I should have been thinking. I should have been thinking about this earlier. But, our quarterback play was really consistent. Our offensive line play was consistent. Joe Hyman came in and made some big runs. Kenny came in and made some big runs as well. So it's like you want to split this thing up so many ways. The one piece that stays the same, though, is that offensive line and that defensive line that we're getting after it.
Yeah.
I would give my award to the trenches in general. I just wish that I could pass out this award to the O-line and D-line, because I think people made plays all over the field, but that's where the game starts. And both sides of the ball, they controlled the line of scrimmage. They gave the quarterback time.
Yeah.
They gave the running backs holes. And then on defense, they really allowed nothing up the middle the entire game except for one big run.
Right.
Other than that, everything was stuffed. I loved the way the trenches played today. That's where my MVP is being split into a couple of pieces.
I like it. My head was exactly on offensive line. So I'm happy with that. They really worked for this one, and they earned it, I think. So it was interesting. I was getting some feedback that during the Beebe broadcast, it was a completely different opinion of who was in the wrong throughout this game, which is really interesting to me. I'm not not looking to actually place blame or anything. I'm just saying it's interesting how, again, no matter where you are, whether you're on the field or in the stands or doing a broadcast, you just have a different point of view.
Well, look, that's the beautiful thing about football. Every fan gets to cheer for their team. All of us can just be absolutely wrong or absolutely ignorant just cheering for our people.
Sure.
I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, the reason why I love the sport of football is after every game, there's a winner and there's a loser.
Right.
And at the end of this game, no matter how we feel about our players, who got what call, who did this, who did that, there's a team who came out and won, and there's a team who has to go home as losers. And tonight, Pulaski Academy is the winner. So you have to take that for what it is. No matter what happened, it doesn't matter. The stat sheet, when it comes to the team totals, all that matters is wins and losses.
Yep, that's right. Well, we're looking forward to next week. Like I said, we'll play at Jacksonville on Thursday night. After that, we'll go straight into playoffs. We'll have at least the first 2 rounds, assuming. We'll have the first 2 rounds at Pulaski Academy, and then after that, well, we'll just have to wait and see just because of the way that the bracket lays out. So looking forward to that. This is, of course, the March to War Memorial on December 4th. I think it is. He said 3rd earlier, but I think it's December 4th. But in any case, I think we've got a bright future ahead of us with this team this year.
That's right. Couldn't agree more. Just solid in all phases of the game. Special teams look good. Offense look good. Defense looks good. Really no weak spots. And there's even some depth. So, we know in football, sometimes guys get banged up. More guys have to step up. We saw a couple of different guys in a couple of different positions step up tonight.
Well, thanks, everybody, for listening. And Jason King, thanks so much for being here tonight as a color commentator. I'm really having fun when you're here. So
I have a blast coming on here. I love coming out here. I love doing this, but mainly being out here with Bruin football and being out here, at the hometown field and the hometown crowd. I love it. Couldn't ask for more.
Well, you're welcome anytime. And in the meantime, I want to say thank you to everyone for watching. And don't forget, we'll be right back here next Thursday with the game against Jacksonville. So be sure to join us for that one. In the meantime, on behalf of everyone at PA Live, just wanted to say good night, good luck, and 73.